Oh, hey. What's going on? Jeremy in the chat writes the following. No more Mr. Nice Dragon. The Jays are about to go full Dragon Rage mode on MLB. Or they're not.
For the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
Giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
S-I-C-K is the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K, 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 S-I-C-K,
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
You are now listening to The Sid Seixeiro Show. Powered by Sick Media, the sickest Toronto sports show. Now, here's your host, Sid.
What's up? It's Sid. It is Friday, July the 17th. Sid Seixeiro Show powered by Sick Media. We are on the air live on YouTube, Facebook, and X. Monday to Friday, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Great to see everyone. And for everyone that listens after the fact or watches after the fact, Azzo and I and Sick do appreciate you. We are wrapping up another week. We are approaching the 6-month mark in our little show's history. Sorry, we're not 6 months. I say 6 months, and Azzo goes, 6 months. I don't believe in like everything's an anniversary because it's boring to people. 6 months is not nothing.
Can't believe I put up with you for that long.
I know.
Are you with me?
I mean, the good news is you only sign an 8-month contract.
That's true. Still on probation.
Then it's. So we appreciate everyone and good to talk to you once again. I scheduled a dentist appointment for tomorrow, which I thought being on World Cup final weekend would make me feel better because once the dentist appointment is done tomorrow morning, the rest of my weekend is free. hasn't made me feel any better. I don't want this tomorrow. But I made the decision. God, I hate the dentist. Is there anything I like in terms of just stuff you have to do every year? Is the dentist just behind taxes?
No, the worst. No. Ahead of taxes.
Dentist appointments are worse than taxes?
Awful.
Because taxes can suck.
They do.
But dentist appointments are like, whoa.
Dentist sucks.
And they were so pleasant on the text with me too. They're like,
I know.
hit Y for confirmation on tomorrow's appointment. I'm like, it's very thorough and efficient. I'm not ripping on anything. I'm just a 5-year-old when it comes to the dentist. I don't like it.
Live stream from the dentist?
Was that you or the chat?
No, me. Just
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Your hygienist talk to you a lot while she's doing the cleaning?
No. It's not like that.
I used to have one of those. It was such a pain in the...
Yeah, like, what are you going to say?
I know.
It's like, listen, Dave, shut up. John in the chat. Only wimps are scared. LOL. Whoa.
Didn't say we were scared.
Whoa.
Didn't say I was scared.
No need to get racist.
Said it's annoying and it sucks.
Sean in the chat. Sit at the dentist. I don't want to. That's exactly what I say.
Take it easy.
Hey, that's my mouth. Take it easy.
Okay.
Okay?
I can't get the okay down. I got to get the okay down.
B in the chat. Dentists are decoys. Hey, it's Cliffy. Hey, dentist, take it easy. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that going on in the chat right now. So good to see everybody. The air quality in our neck of the woods here in Southern Ontario still sucks. I'm looking at CP24 right now. Like, downtown Toronto isn't orange anymore, which is great. But some of the pictures you're seeing up in Thunder Bay in Northern Ontario are brutal. And there's still an orange level in terms of air quality. There's 3 levels: normal, yellow, and orange. Orange, not great. So Toronto is still in the orange level of air quality warnings. But I'm driving in, and I'm listening to 680 News, support local radio. I'm listening to 680 News, and I hear Toronto yesterday was the place with the worst air quality in the world, and Toronto dropped down to 29th worst in the world. So we did it.
Congratulations.
Guys, we did it. There we go. Suck on that, other cities.
Did you see the tweets that the air quality was getting worse during the baseball game last night?
The Mets and Phillies game last night? Because they had to move the Mets-Phillies up an hour.
Yeah.
Because everyone was breathing in like dirty hot ketchup.
Yeah, they said the umpires had to have a meeting, I think, in the middle of the 5th for it. It's crazy.
It's not like, and I saw something here because everyone in America is mad at us for the forest fires, despite the fact if you look at a map of the states right now, it's nothing but forest fires in the state. Experts breathing in New York City's wildfire said that if you do that for one day, if you breathed in all that wildfire smoke for one day, I'm assuming it's for any city, it's the equivalent of smoking 10 cigarettes. And I was never a cigarette guy growing up. The occasional cigar at a function, like a golf tournament or a wedding or whatever, but very rarely. Very rarely. I was never an ashtray guy listening to music and just driving a stick shift. Like, I was never that guy. Looked cool, but I was never that guy.
Popeye cigarettes. Remember those candies?
Popeye cigarettes were the biggest scam. Do you know what it costs to make a Popeye cigarette? Like $0.01.
Yeah.
What do they charge for those things?
I don't even know.
Stupid. It's like Freezies. You know how much money you make on Freezies? It's water.
Water and coloring.
It's water. And dirty water, probably.
Probably
that water that's making everyone have diarrhea in the States through Taco Bell.
Taco Bell caused diarrhea? No way.
Bar down breaks in the chat. Saturday morning dentist? WTF? Don't knock it till you try it. I'm not ripping the schedule.
You have to, though.
What's the best time of the week to go to the dentist? Honestly.
For you, Saturday.
It used to be Friday. I used to not just to get it done and then go into the weekend, and it's just like, no
dentist.
dentist.
Can't risk that before a show?
No, not before a show. Yeah. What will we do if I can't talk? Then it's Azzo's show. None of us win. The Stealthy Sammy, best time to go to the dentist on company time always.
That's a great
Outstanding comment.
Very good point.
That's an outstanding comment. But so anyway, I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. Edwin in the chat. The Azzo Show. You already have fans who would watch and download the Azzo Show. So yesterday, Azzo and I go to our local, and like I was dying for a patio, but it wasn't happening.
Couldn't.
Because there's gasoline in the air. So, okay, whatever. We go inside. Great wings. And a guy, but I believe his name was Stefano, who listens to the pod, came up to us, said, love the pod. And I'm like, appreciate it. So he's about to leave. And I'm like, hey, be careful, with the weather. I was like warning people before they left. Like
they didn't know.
Like I'm like Doug Ford and I have to warn people. But he walked out. I'm like, hey, be careful. The Portuguese grandmother and me took over. And I'm like, hey, be careful because of the bad smell air.
Don't breathe too much.
Don't breathe too much. I said, don't breathe too much.
Stop breathing while you're outside.
Breathing's bad for you. Stop. So I'm like, just be careful. And he goes, oh, don't worry. I was going out for a smoke anyway. I'd find that funny, the logic in the worst air quality Toronto's seen in decades, to say I need a smoke.
Cigarette.
I need a cigarette right now. Outside.
2 negatives make a positive, right?
Nope, that's not how that works.
Bad cigarette air, bad quality air.
That's not how that works.
One can't. That's what I learned in school. 2 negatives make a positive.
Levinen in the chat, Dr. Sid Fauci. It's pretty good. I like that.
I do too.
There's a lot. Flippin' A in the chat. Stefano needed the patch. Yeah, yesterday was a patch day. There's a lot going on. I can't keep up with the chat right now. I'm sorry. There's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's dentist stuff and there's air stuff. But it was funny in that it's bad air. Let me have a quick cigarette. I'll come back and finish the conversation.
Cliffy in the chat. It's Cliffy in the chat. Cue the messy picture from yesterday. Like that's the response you get. Remember the face pic?
You're talking to me? What? You're talking to me? But it was great to run. Like Azzo and I, like Azzo goes out more than me. We don't go out like a ton together. When we do, everyone's been really kind about the show, and we thank you. Everyone's really nice. And we're not 6 months in, and I have a good feeling about this. Mm-hmm. Boy, is everyone still talking World Cup. Like, when I say everybody, and not just the World Cup final on Sunday, Argentina, Spain, and not just what could be a hilarious third-place game tomorrow in Miami with France and England. I did realize, I should have realized this yesterday. Kylian Mbappe is going for the Golden Boot. He may play his ass off tomorrow in Miami. I don't know. England seems tired. But everyone's still talking about England, Argentina as well. And when I say everyone, I saw something yesterday that stopped me in my tracks, and I'm like, I got to play this. Because if you don't think the World Cup has taken over, like you are sorely mistaken. I'm watching the Golf Channel. You know what the Golf Channel does? Golf. I've never in my life heard soccer talk, let alone like serious soccer talk on the Golf Channel. And it blew my mind as to how global and popular this thing still is and how many people are still talking about Argentina and England and what happened at the end when England basically stopped playing soccer. So Royal Birkdale is hosting the British Open. It started yesterday. And Live From is one of my favorite sports shows, period. I don't care if it's the Masters. I don't care. The production level on that show is ridiculously high. And I love it. I'm not like the Travelers Championship guy every week with golf. I'm not. But I'm a Majors, Ryder Cup, President's Cup guy. So I'm always diving in on the Majors for the Golf Channel. Always. Yesterday, I turned to it. And it's Rich Lerner and Brandel Chambly and Paul McGinley. And Rich Lerner turns to Paul McGinley and says, what happened with England last night? The Golf Channel. Like, DeChambeau had a good round. Rory didn't look great. Tons of talking points in the first round of the British Open at Royal Birkdale. Tons of golf for a Golf Channel show to discuss. But they went to break, and Rich Lerner turns to his two guys and wants to talk soccer. And what I found the funniest in this, and if you listen towards the end of this clip, the producers have had enough and are playing the music to take them off air and to get them to stop talking soccer. And they won't do it, to the point where they go to a shot of the grounds crew like watering the practice greens. And they're still talking soccer. This is how popular the World Cup is. The Golf Channel has turned into the soccer channel. This was yesterday at Royal Birkdale.
Good time last night. We watched the big game, England and Argentina. You gave us a little bit of an education. Two things real quickly. Was that what they call over here a bottle job by England's manager, meaning they get a little too tight in defensive, prevent defense, and just how good is Messi?
Well, there's a saying in horse racing. I hope this is not going to contravene any words that you come allowed to say in America. There's a saying in horse racing in Ireland: when you end up in your ass, you're always wrong. And unfortunately, because England lost, the manager is going to get the stick. I don't think he did a huge amount wrong. He did go defensive. There is no doubt he did go defensive. But in the two previous matches, he went defensive, and it worked out for him. So it's easy saying he did it wrong now. I think he's a brilliant coach. And I think, you know, sometimes the moment became so real for the players that, you know, the natural human instinct is to retreat sometimes when you get really nervous and you're about to achieve something huge and getting to a World Cup final. And it looked like that. They didn't embrace the moment and go forward with it. And I think that as a team collectively, that hurt them in the end.
But they were so complimentary to Messi, though, afterwards, you know, saying they were up against the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, but sometimes it's a little bit like golf, and I believe this in match play. You play as good as you're let. And England let Messi play. They gave him a bit of space in that last 20 minutes, which they never did in the first three quarters of the game.
That cross by Messi on the winner.
With his right soccer. I think that's the first time. I think that's the first time, and I've watched a lot of football, the first time I've ever seen Messi use his right foot. And it was the most perfect pass, because he's all left foot centric.
Great job, Paulie. We'll see you tomorrow.
The producers were like, enough. That's some of the best soccer analysis I've heard in a while from Paul McGinley. That's how popular this is.
He's so good.
I believe, I want to go back and find this.
But hold on. So play music to get hosts to stop talking? I made a note of that.
Joke's on you. Can't play music on YouTube. We'll pay for it one day. We haven't paid for it now. Nope. Not yet, buddy. You don't have that.
But they brought it full circle. He brought it back to golf.
He tried. He failed. Clearly the producers in their ear had enough. I loved it. The Golf Channel goes soccer, and I'm like, I'm here for this. Even Brandel Chambly had like a semi-interesting thing to say about it.
It's a great panel. I love Leonard, too.
Lerner's the man. Jeremy Burke in the chat. Soccer Talk, sponsored by Titleist. So it's everywhere, man. Everyone's still, not only about the final Sunday, and we'll get to it, but everyone's still all over this Argentina-England thing. And as of this moment, Thomas Tuchel is still manager of England. England and Ireland and Wales and Scotland, forgive me, I think Northern Ireland's going to host some games. They will host the next Euro in 2028, so 2 years from now. Funny enough, I looked it up because I was curious. None of those countries will get in automatically. But there are two spots for those host nations who don't qualify. So if everyone qualifies except for one, like let's say Wales doesn't, Wales are getting it. But Thomas Tuchel right now is signed to manage England in that. And again, for those who don't kind of follow it as closely and aren't aware of the controversy, England stopped playing in the 55th minute when they went up 1-0. They stopped. They went completely defensive to the point where Tuchel said, you know, it's in Argentina's DNA to kind of hold on to the ball. The insinuation being it's not in England's DNA, so people are freaking out in England over that. Freaking. There are people calling for Tuchel's either resignation or firing. It got to a World Cup semifinal. I don't know if a firing's in order. I really don't. But as of right now, Tuchel still has the job. So soccer's on everyone's brain here. And here in Canada, too. You know, I mean, Canada goes to the round of 16. It's history. They lose to Morocco, but it's history for a Canadian men's national team. And we've talked a lot about legacy of this World Cup in this country. So last night on the grid, I see CF Montreal against Toronto FC. Open wide for some soccer. It's back. MLS is back. And I'm like, okay. And I feel like Luke Wildman and Caldwell were calling it from a studio in Toronto for obvious reasons because they're busy here. But here we go. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I would much rather see TFC tonight than Mets Phillies. I want to see how this looks. What's the legacy? What kind of legacy are we looking at for soccer in Canada? The soccer I witnessed in that game was so bad, I now hate soccer. It was a scoreless game at Saputo Stadium. There was all of 17,000 people there. The expected goals for both teams were, and I'm reading this, go to hell. No one was scoring. No one. TFC did not have a shot on target. Josh Sargent, I wrote this down. Remember Josh Sargent?
Good value.
Good value from Keith Pelly after signing him, the American striker. He had 0 shots. He played the whole game.
Sounds like value.
Yep. 2 touches in the box.
Value.
But 3 dribbles.
Oh.
It was good. 3
Good
dribbles.
value.
It was the worst soccer game I've ever seen last night. And Richie Larea was trying. He was trying in TFC's midfield to start the game.
Shove a guy just awful while he was dribbling the ball.
Just to feel something, he pushed someone down. That's how much Richie wanted some emotion in the game.
So much open space. It was crazy.
It was the worst soccer game I've ever seen in my life. CF Montreal and TFC last night on TSN. And what killed me was there's not going to be a lot of these games left on TSN.
Yeah.
This is the standard? I thought in the middle of it, Luke Wildman and Caldwell were going to get up and go, to hell with this. We're done. I'm not doing this. They would have been well within their rights. It was unbelievable. So the legacy talk of soccer in this country, please, let's worry about the Whitecaps staying first. Apparently, they pitched a deal to the BC provincial legislature to split revenues. They'll run the building. Hopefully, it works out for the Whitecaps. But we have gone from like the sublime to the kind of ridiculous to whatever that was last night at Saputo Stadium in Montreal. Jesus H. Christ, man. You can't get worse soccer than that on television. You can't. But the legacy will be strong. The urban angst in the chat. MLS is a decoy. Yes, it is. Jeff has a party. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
Did you catch any of that
Parts of it.
TFC game?
I was flipping through different things. We caught part of it, but yeah, like I said, I saw the Larea thing where some guy's trying to chase him down. He just shoves him back. Doesn't get a cut. Like there was nothing on it either.
Larea was like another 5 minutes away from bringing out a steel chair.
It felt like it.
Just to get the juices flowing and hit someone over the head with it.
It's true. I felt for him yesterday.
I
Because he like wanted to be in it, and there was nothing happening.
Dude, I couldn't believe how bad that soccer was.
Could Jonathan David have scored in that game?
No. No.
Probably not. Not even.
No. I keep reading Juventus they can't wait to get rid of him for next season. Maybe not sell him outright. They're happy to loan him out, I think. But
sounds like they're bringing competition for his
Oh,
role.
of course they are. You have to at a club of that size. You can't let Jonathan David just take all the time in the world as if Jesse Marsh is running the team. That's a real team in Juventus. They missed the Champions League. There's big time heat on them. They need to get back in the top 4 in Italy. Wait, see if Jonathan David gets in the mood. Get out of here. Juventus is one of the biggest clubs in the history of the world.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. It's true. But my main point is, guess what? I watched. Did you? Did you? I'm asking for a friend. Did you? With the legacy of Canadian soccer where you got lied to about Davies the whole time, did you run to your TV to watch TFC CF Montreal last night? Hyperbear in the chat. Nope.
No, there was not much else on.
Noah Van staring in the chat. Nope. Twilzaber in the chat. Nope. Neeps. Nope. Viper MLS.
I think we get it.
I had no idea it was on. John F. No. Now awake. No. Could be worse in the chat. What's a TFC game? There's your legacy right there. Keep lying to the Canadian public and they'll run. They'll run. Run to your television. Canadian soccer are the dumbest organization in the world. Let's get to a World Cup final, shall we, Azo?
All right.
Spain and Argentina. A couple developments. 3 p.m. Eastern, Sunday, MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. The forest fire smoke, major story. The states are feeling this the way we're feeling this because that's the way the wind's blowing. And there's speculation as to what might happen in New Jersey if there's a poor air quality warning, which New York had to trigger this week, much like Toronto and other parts of the Northeast. Right now, it's unclear how FIFA would handle it. You know what? Let me tell you how FIFA's going to handle it. They're going to play the game. You know how they're going to handle it? Play the game.
Of course.
A week later, Lamine Yamal's got a cough. FIFA doesn't care. They will play the game Sunday. So whatever plans you have for Sunday, wherever you're going, whoever's coming over, don't change a thing. I would be worried if Justin Bieber gets a lung infection.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
That's true.
Some people are rooting for Coldplay to get a lung infection. I'm not. I like Coldplay.
Maybe they moved the concert inside.
Yes. Edwin Scissorhands in the chat. FIFA directive? Guys, try not to breathe during a soccer game.
Can some administration maybe make a call, get a change? No?
Which administration?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The Johnny, no, of course.
Oh, maybe Canada Soccer can make some phone calls.
No, they don't know.
That heavy hitter of an organization, Canada Soccer is.
They don't know much about it. They don't
They don't know much about the sky. They don't want to really comment on Florian Balogun and that reverse red card or the sky. They have no take on it. Zero take. Nick in the chat. FIFA sponsored face masks. I like it.
There you go.
I'm sure they'd be cheap at games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Cam in the chat. 2 added oxygen breaks. Love it. So that's the one thing in terms of the air quality. Like, there are people wondering what happens. You know what's going to happen. The only thing that stops this is lightning. That's it.
Yeah.
They're playing that game Sunday.
Without a doubt. Like no time change.
No,
nothing.
nothing.
Just go as scheduled.
No, it's 3:00 here in North America, noon on the West Coast, prime time in Europe. We're ready to go, baby. Nothing's changing. Nothing. It's also official. FIFA will award the winners of the World Cup with championship rings. Did you know this?
I did not. Actually, I saw some pictures of it.
It's the first time in history following the American sports kind of president. 30 rings will be made available to the World Cup champions, with a further 1,996 rings going on sale for fans.
Whoa.
So you can be the Lord of the Ring. How do they know if the rings fit?
That doesn't matter.
Dude, knuckles are different on all of us, dude. That's a tough... it's embarrassing if you get the ring and all of a sudden it's like... It's the size of your pinky.
Yeah, that's way too small.
Like, that's not good.
That's
ridiculous. They should have moved the game to Atlanta. Bonnie. No one complained with 2 indoor semifinals. It was actually brilliantly done by FIFA.
Yeah, it's true.
Brilliantly done. There was no issues.
Well, I thought the finals was going to be on the West Coast, though. But I guess because of time.
Really? Why'd you
Dallas
think that?
Stadium or something.
Well, Dallas bid hard.
Yeah,
well,
that's
that's technically not the West Coast, but I know what you're saying.
True.
Like more West.
Yeah.
But Dallas, Jerry Jones, the hardest the hardest lobbying that went on with FIFA apparently was between Dallas and New York to host the game.
Mm-hmm. Which makes sense.
Yeah,
I thought it would have been LA. I thought SoFi would have been in there.
I think there are people who regret maybe this game not being in LA.
Yeah.
Although a noon World Cup final start
problem.
Is weird for the players and the teams.
Yeah, that's what
it's
I
a little
thought
weird.
Too. Exactly. By the way, here's the ring, right? Is
that
actually going to be it?
That's the ring, Azza. For the listening audience, it's not that great a ring. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm sure FIFA would handle resizing it if you got to send it back, right?
Really? Yeah. at an extra charge.
An extra couple hundred, yeah, for sure.
It's not that great. It's not like the New England Patriot rings the size of a telephone or whatever.
That where like now rings like open up and do crazy.
No, this
things.
is like
it's just a ring.
This ring was brought to you by Johnston's. Was it Johnston's that make the rings? Do you remember that in high school?
Grad rings? Yeah.
Grad rings, yeah. What's the Boyz II Men song they'd always play at graduation? It's so hard
Hard
to say goodbye
to
to
yesterday. Yeah.
Everyone gets their rings.
Yeah. No, then it became, what was the other one? Was it Oasis?
No, there was a few of them.
Yeah.
There was a few of them. So there's rings for the World Cup winner.
That's right. First time.
The loser gets, Johnstons. That's who made the rings. Johnstons, not Jostens.
Jostens.
Like Josteens.
Johnston's uniforms? No, there was a Johnston.
They did all kinds of stuff, dude.
Yeah.
It was like, no, McCarthy's. McCarthy's did the Catholic school uniforms. It was McCarthy's, who made billions in Southern Ontario.
So much money. So much. You used to have to go fitting. It was awful.
It was awful.
Almost as bad as the dentist.
And I'd rather take a McCarthy fitting than the dentist. I really would. All right, so that's kind of the setup for the game. Again, a third place game tomorrow in Miami, 5:00 between France and England. It'll be interesting, like who starts. This has been a long tournament.
Yeah.
Like if you're Real Madrid or you're Man City or you're Arsenal, like you're some of these clubs that are waiting for these players to return. You're like, just come home, please.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're good. Don't play in this ridiculous third place game. But Mbappe's looking for a golden ball. Or the golden boot, sorry.
Yeah.
The golden ball is player of the tournament. Golden boot is leading scorer. Still means something.
And he won it last time, right?
The golden boot in 2002? That's a good question.
I'm pretty sure he did. So would he want to make it 2 in a row? You think he wants it that bad, huh?
I don't know if he wants it that bad. Yeah, he won in Qatar in 22 to Kylian Mbappe. He won the golden boot. But I don't think, do you want to win it in like a third place game?
It's weird. That's why I didn't think he would. Like, that's why I said that yesterday.
I don't know. Jamie in the chat, they look like dollar store rings. They don't look great. They don't.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, they don't. I'm sorry. They're not great compared to like other rings. Do you know how much money FIFA's made of this tournament? These cheap bastards. Look at these rings. These are bubble gum machine rings.
Do they get a plush toy with it, or the loser?
This is like if a fast food restaurant said, order a combo and get the World Cup ring.
The toy,
and it kind of looks like this. And then if you're 9 or if you're less than that, it's great.
Cracker Jack, yeah.
Yeah, Cracker Jack box. Hey, it's Cliffy. Just give them blow pops.
I just read that.
How good are blow pops?
Oh,
some of you don't know about that life.
Too much sugar. No.
Dude, there's gum in the lollipop.
Yeah.
Can't get any better than that.
But then the gum's weird.
The gum's not great, but it's the journey to the gum.
I'm not
because I would like.
I'm not touching.
It's the journey because they would say like how many. Remember the old inappropriate commercial? How many licks did it take to get to the middle?
I'm not touching.
It was totally inappropriate.
Let's move on. Back to the game.
Well, I'm just saying.
So inappropriate.
I didn't come up with a campaign.
You didn't. Oh my goodness. How did we get here?
I don't know.
I'm blaming the bad air quality. It's going to our heads.
I'm just saying. You brought up the rings, and then we started talking about Jostens and McCarthy.
Somebody in the chat brought up what is it? Blow pops? Wait, what? No, ring pops.
JF in the chat. Eat gum. Be a man. That's unfortunate. Why'd you have to say? Paulie in the chat. Azzo's going to give Sid a blow pop for their 6-month anniversary.
Oh my God! It's definitely Friday. It is a Friday. Oh my God! I can't breathe. That's.
Oh, hey, Henderson in the chat. That's a lot of cubic zirconia in the ring. It's true. There's a ton of cubic zirconia. But it looks
nice. How many fans get this? Or how many are available?
There's like nearly 2,000 available to fans. If you want to purchase this $3 ring for $800, you can online.
Why is it 1990, like 1,996? Why isn't it just 2,000?
Yeah, what is the symbolism of that number?
I don't know. Something?
I don't know.
That is weird.
It's pretty stupid.
Right? I hate when things do that.
It's a dumb number. Maybe they were charged extra if they went to 2,000 rings. Honestly, a further 1,996 rings will go on sale to fans. Why that number?
That's weird.
Because that's the discount.
Maybe. But then they had to make 30 more for the players, right?
Yeah. 30 for the players. Who knows if they fit?
Yeah.
But 30. But I'll tell you what, it's not a plush toy. Like the like the gold medal team.
But that's for the winner. The loser might get a plush toy.
No plush toys.
You get a mini Mr. Met or something. Imagine.
Hold on,
The
trash.
Mets are selling off everything, so might as well just give him a little mini Met, Mr. Met.
I don't get what Trash Paradise is saying here. Guys, 30 is for the team.
Yeah.
One,
Oh, I see. So minus 30.
Oh,
1996 plus 30 for the players
Is
equals
2026.
2026. Of course.
You are so smart.
FIFA's so smart.
SMART. You
Everybody's
are so
telling
smart.
us. I guess we are dumb. Everybody
Yes.
in the chat is telling us. Okay.
Jack in the chat. 4 were given to the elves. Well, MetLife Stadium is essentially Mordor on Sunday as the quest for the ring ends between Spain and Argentina. This is the first time. Listen, guys, there's because the England game was so messed up. Like there was a lot of focus, obviously. First time in history, the reigning European champions and South American champions will go toe to toe for a World Cup. That's crazy.
That is insane.
Because this rivalry, this South America-Europe thing, this is, I don't know how many of you, judging by the crowds at the States, there were 9 of you, but like last year's Club World Cup in the States was entertaining for me. I don't know how many people watched it. But there is something about when like Boca Juniors or River Plate or these Brazilian teams took on European clubs, they hated their guts. Hated. A lot of rivalry there. And some of the great and dirtiest moments in soccer history, dirty in terms of like cheap shots, were when the old Champions League winner would take on the equivalent in South America, the Copa Libertadores winner, and they play like a home and home. And there would be like 9 red cards in every game. They'd kick each other's ass. Like go back. You want to see hilarious soccer that turns into just kicks to like a human? Look at those. I think they call them like the Intercontinental Cup or something along those lines. It's just intense, cheap-ass games. Like I remember like when Manchester United beat Bayern in their Champions League at the Nou Camp, they took on, was it Boca Juniors or a Brazilian team? And it's like the hardest game Man U played that decade. Man U had everyone, Roy Keane, Beckham, the Nevilles, you name it. And it was the hardest game they saw all decade was against the South American team in that exhibition game. The rivalry is ridiculous. And it's going to lead us into Sunday. It's going to be a similar feel. A similar feel. So now, like, the conversation's turning to, can Argentina, again, maybe not play great and get away with it? Because I think the stat in this knockout round is Argentina in 4 games in the 90th minute, they have not held the lead. It's something crazy like that.
It is, yeah. I can think of 2 comebacks, right? Where it was 3 goals in 13 minutes, 2 goals in 7 minutes.
Like against against England, they didn't have the lead in the 90th minute. Switzerland, they didn't have the lead in the 90th minute. Egypt, they 100% didn't have the lead in the 90th minute. And Cabo Verde, they didn't have the lead in the 90th minute. They've come back in all those games. They were either losing or tied in those games. Like who was the NBA player who would always like make one shot every 5 games and then say he had huge cojones and go down the court? Who was that? Was it Sam Cassell?
Yeah.
Sam Cassell. It was one of the great celebrations in sports history. Look at me. I made one shot every 3 games. I have massive stones.
Yeah.
And he'd go like skipping.
Yeah, it's Sam Cassell.
Sam Cassell.
You're bang on.
Argentina have cojones like I've never seen. Like this is the toughest mental team I've ever seen in my life in almost any professional sport.
And like do it in like with open play. Like no penalties.
No penalties yet.
Right?
That's the thing. Like if heaven forbid if they won a game in penalties, everyone's like, oh, it's illegitimate. Because everything with Argentina is illegitimate. They've won 3 straight tournaments. They're in the final of the 4th. And this is the longest one.
That's why I don't get people saying it's rigged for them or FIFA's favoring them. And I get the VAR stuff, but like they're a really good team.
Mr. Santi in the chat, please someone clip the cojones dance that Sid just made. For those in the listening audience, if you would like to go back to YouTube,
Can't believe we didn't
X,
get the ring
Facebook.
thing. We're still being told about it.
That's dumb.
30 plus 1996.
I don't know if you guys noticed, math,
Yeah.
not the show's strong suit.
That's not what we're...
Maybe someone joins the show who's like good at math.
Well, it's going to have to be in the prerequisite.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Jeremy in the chat, Sid's cojones shuffle. People enjoyed it.
Yep. Who doesn't?
It was a fair representation of what Sam Cassell used to do. So the question to me is like, what Spain did to France, I think, is the template. So can Argentina get the ball off Spain in their midfield? That's the game. To me, that's the game. Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo's more like an attacker, but like he definitely helps with that rotation and keeping the possession. Can Argentina go in there and do what some really talented French midfielders did not come close to doing, which was disrupt Rodri settling into the game on a rocking chair and dominating and distributing anywhere he wanted? It was wild to see. The other part of that is I don't care if Spain's up 1-0.
Yeah.
At some point, based on the heat map that we showed you yesterday in the final 55 minutes of the game or 35 minutes of the game against England, like Messi's going to be on that right side a lot. Cucurella isn't the best defender I've ever seen on the left side, but he's going to have a lot of responsibility. Can he handle it? Part of me thinks he might be able to handle it. Smart player. Not like the best defensive player, more an offensive juggernaut, but he's got capabilities back there.
But hold on. To that point, it's more about Messi and his IQ. Like, he'll find his space somehow, some way.
But if you deny him this, like the problem is England didn't deny anyone anything.
Right. Yeah.
So at some point, Messi is going to find those spots 7 times a game.
Yeah.
Minimum. Can Cucurella and maybe Rodri shift over? Or whoever's on that side, like Laporte, the Bilbao central defender, can he come over? Like, that stuff Messi pulled against England, they cannot allow that to happen.
Or is that just how good Messi is?
I think England were poor.
Yeah. Oh, you got.
I think that's more England's strategy and fatigue than Messi dominating. Okay. Messi was
finding the spot. It is soccer IQ.
But that's what he does. That's what Messi does.
100%. That's my only point to it.
So that, to me, that's what to watch Sunday. That big guy wearing 16 in a Spanish jersey, just watch him. If he's got the ball a lot, Spain's winning. If he doesn't, this is a whole different thing.
You've changed so much in this tournament.
In what way?
You're saying possession matters now.
I'm saying one guy's possession matters. You know where possession didn't matter? Last night in Montreal. Do you know what the possession numbers were last night?
We're going back to
I'm not kidding.
Did somebody actually keep track?
That game was so bad, possession was 50% to 50%.
Come on.
I'm not kidding.
I don't know if I've ever seen
the
that.
worst. Both teams should be fined for that. Both teams should be fined for how bad that CF Montreal TFC game was last night. Banned. And fine.
Watch CPL instead. Those guys work hard. I went to a Forge FC game last year. I had fun.
I've been meaning to.
Yeah. Maybe we do that too.
All right, let's do that.
I know somebody.
You know somebody who knows somebody?
Yeah.
Okay, so our schedule's coming up. We're going to National Bank Open. We're going to take in some of that.
Yep.
We got a Jays game coming up.
Yep.
Let's do some CPL. Mm-hmm. Let's support Canadian. We're going to try and support
the legacy.
Get to
a Tempo game.
And I have not been to a Tempo game. You've been to a Tempo game. I have not been to a Tempo game. Let's. There's one specific player in the league I want to go see, and I want to heckle.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of hers.
All right.
I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
There's one. Send me a text. See if you can guess which one it is. There's one player in the WNBA I'm not a fan of. It's not Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of this player.
We're not getting tickets to that anyways.
Like pre-Caitlin Clark, I've not been a fan of this player.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, so no, that can't be who I'm thinking.
It's pre-Caitlin Clark. Jack in the chat. Let's all go to Red Lobster.
It is Friday.
I can go for some seafood. So I'm not going to make. I'm going to weasel out on this. I'm going to weasel out and not make a pick. I think it's too close to call again. I'm having a hard time with this one. Am I weak, Azzo, for not making a World Cup final pick?
Sorry, wait. Finish the question. Yes, but sorry. What was the end of the question? I just heard up to week, and I was answering yes.
I hate your face.
Well, you are going
so
to kind of make a pick, no?
No, not really.
No? But you'd like somebody to...
It's more of a prop, but
yeah, I guess.
Yes. People are trying to guess the player I'm talking
I
about.
know, I've seen that.
Die Langley in the chat. William Nylander?
Very good. No, I mean,
So who do you like? Who you're? You
don't
had
know.
Spain from the beginning, so
I
you're going to
picked them
stay
to
with
win
Spain
it.
to win the.
I like them,
tournament.
and the
Yes.
fact that they made France look so uncomfortable. Like I do have faith they can.
They
They
did.
can do it to. They can do
did.
it to Argentina. But again, I just see Argentina just rises to the occasion. It's almost like all you have to watch is the last 10 minutes with them.
But I find it hard to believe, like Paredes and Alexis McAllister and Enzo Fernandez and these guys in Argentina's midfield are just going to let Rodri do that.
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing it. Because you saw what they did with England. They threw like 9 punches in the first 10
Yeah,
minutes
it's
against
true.
English players. No yellow cards.
Right.
They can get away with whatever they want.
Oh, you wanna
Especially
talk about it?
Paredes. Paredes is a gnat. Like, he'll do whatever he wants to.
Do you want to talk about who's officiating that game?
I'll say the name. Yes.
Wait, oh, man,
What
I lost
stats
it.
do you have? Because this guy has a very interesting history.
Well,
Very interesting.
I know he reffed the last game Argentina lost, right? Or one of the games?
I didn't know that.
I'm almost positive.
Okay. So well,
Let me find it.
let's give you the name of the referee. It was announced, I believe, today or a
Did you see
video.
they put out the video of when he was told?
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually.
Yeah.
Slovenian official Slavko Vincic will be the referee.
The only match Argentina has lost over the last 2 World Cups was reffed by him.
Really?
Yep. So there, who's ever saying the fix is on?
He's reffed 3 matches at this tournament, including Brazil-Morocco, which was a humdinger, Jordan-Algeria in the group stage, and in the round of 16, he took care of Mexico-Ecuador. Was that round of 16 or round of 32? That feels like a round of 32. I
Yeah.
think that's a misprint. So he's been in some hot environments. So Slovenian referee Slavko Vincic. If someone can come up with some cute hook between Slovenia and Argentina, which means Argentina is going to win, I offer you the challenge.
He also had a bit of an incident 6 years ago, apparently, but
I mean-
we'll skip that. Who doesn't?
I mean, these things happen. So that's the ref. For a ref, it's that's a Super Bowl for a soccer ref. So that's a huge moment for him.
Hold on. Do you remember a certain Germany offside goal against Portugal in the Nations League semifinal?
A little bit.
He was the ref for that game.
Okay. I got to be honest with you. Nation League doesn't get me overly
Alright.
emotional.
Well, apparently VAR flagged it, and he still allowed
Alright.
it.
All right. So we'll see. Look, something's going to happen in this game that's nefarious.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say this. I'm fascinated to see Spain if they're down 1-0 because we have not seen it this tournament.
Yeah, it's true.
We have not seen it. I don't know if they have the dogs going forward. Lamine Yamal's a nice story. He has not looked right the entire tournament. He's had flashes. He has not looked right. I don't know if they can pull back a 1-0.
They've only conceded 1 goal, Spain, right? All tournament?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So like Argentina scored multiple goals in every game. Like they've needed to.
Most of them have been like
All at the end.
85th minute on. Yeah. F1 contract in the chat. I am Slovenian. Congratulations. Congratulations.
that?
There you go.
I thought there was something with the Spain games. He's ref too, but I can't find it. But yeah, I did notice he refed the 1 game Argentina's lost over the last 2 World Cups. I did see that.
That's a pretty good note.
Yeah.
That's a very good note, Azo Party. Tomorrow when I'm in the dentist chair, I'll be thinking about that stat. All right, so I'm not making a call. I'm not doing it. I think it's too close. I can't figure it out. Azo is going to stick with Spain, as he should.
Have to.
As he should.
Just for the bragging rights, I have to.
Okay. Hey, Azo.
Hey, Sid.
Great time of year.
Sure is. World Cup final coming up.
Puck drops, tip-offs, first pitches. When the game is on, you call the shots. Head to betway.ca and bet your way. Must be 19 plus. Play responsibly. Hey, Azo.
Yeah.
Do you like this shirt?
Actually, I told you that when I came in. It blends a bit into the background, but I mean, it's still really nice.
Is it? It's cream. It's cream color, right?
I think it's more a tan. You said cream, I say tan.
You
I don't know.
You don't know what you're talking about.
That's true.
Clothing for today's show provided by Ed's Fine Imports, Markham, Ontario's #1 clothing store for the last 20 years. Formal, casual, they've got you covered. Brands like Psycho Bunny, Blue Industry, Page Jeans, Nobis, Gitch, Bugatti, Paul Batenley, 7 Downey Street, Tommy Bahama, and so much more. Ed's Fine Imports, just north of McCowan and the 407. Go in person or go to edsfineimports.com online. Tell them Sid sent you and get 15% off your first purchase. Tell them Azzo sent you. They'll give you a cheap FIFA ring. Baseball's back, baby.
It sure is.
Toronto Blue Jays. I don't know if you've heard, they're only 2.5 out of the wild card, with many teams between them in the final wild card. The Toronto Blue Jays All-Star break is over. They're 45-51, in case you have forgotten. 6 games below 500. Spencer Miles is throwing against the White Sox tonight against former Jay, Anthony Kay. For those wondering, Dylan Cease is not pitching this weekend, but he's going Monday against Tampa Bay. So they're giving Dylan Cease a pretty good rest, probably slightly unnecessary, but whatever. So he's not pitching till Monday.
Giving him a blow pop.
a blow pop, yes. Spencer Miles is throwing for the Jays.
Did you mention what place they're in the division?
Oh, they're last.
Right.
They're last.
17 days until the trade deadline?
But at least we get Shulman and Joe Siddle tonight. Wait a second. It's an Apple TV game.
Yep.
That's okay. Ben Shulman will be on my television tonight. Shout out Ben Shulman.
Mm-hmm.
Love Ben Shulman. So the Jays are kind of, look, there's only 66 games left in the year.
Crazy.
Like, it's not at the halfway point of anything. There's only 66. Now, we're also 17 days away from the trade deadline. A couple things. One, in Ken Rosenthal's latest column, I'm paraphrasing, but what he basically said about the Jays heading into the trade deadline is this. The Jays would like to buy, but they're good either way. That's Ross Atkins, if you've ever heard him. Death Clutch in the chat. Sell. Heavy breath from Azzo. What's the heavy breath from Azzo about?
I'm looking forward to this conversation because I think there's a lot of meat on this bone and there's different ways you can go.
All right, so let's do it this way.
So when do you think they have to make this decision? Let me ask you.
Okay, let's for the sake of this conversation assume they want to buy.
Well, okay, first of all, does how they start the second half matter? Like they play the White Sox leading the Central, then they play the Rays leading the East, and then they got Boston who's ahead of them as well.
If they're 10 games back, if they're 10 games under 500, guess what? You're not buying. Because only an idiot would buy 10 games under 500.
We're going to have to get into this.
You would really buy 10 games under 500?
Not for this year. But, dude, you got to get ready for it, Toronto sports fans. You're going to have to do a quick retool here.
Oh, the retool. Yes.
You have to.
They're very easy to do retools in professional sports.
Well, you have to.
Or you just suck. Okay, let me get to the story here. So we're not sure if the Jays are going to be buyers or sellers because guess what? They don't know either. I know what I would do, but they don't know. So one of the needs for this team, I think we can all agree, is probably a bat. Are we in agreement? A bat probably would help the Toronto Blue Jays? Mm-hmm. Probably, right? Alejandro Kirk, I don't know where you went. George Springer, I don't know where you went. Addison Barger, he got hurt again today eating a taco, so he's not back. I don't know where everyone went. Vladdy.
Santander's coming back.
Santander not coming back because we have news on him later. Vladdy, all of 6 home runs in the first half. So let's say a bat would work, right? Okay. John Heyman of the New York Post at around 10 p.m. Eastern last night put out the following 2 tweets. Here's tweet number 1. Francisco Lindor, we're talking about the Mets specifically. Francisco Lindor and Bo Bichette trades aren't thought especially likely, but they are in discussions, as is any desirable player not among the 5 Mets considered off limits. Those are big names. Francisco Lindor and a name Toronto fans are familiar with, Bo Bichette. The second tweet from John Heyman of the New York Post goes like this. One thing to keep in mind regarding Bo Bichette. While he was complicating things with a pair of $42 million player options coming up for next year and the year after, this year he's been paid most of his salary. It was in signing bonuses. $41 million of the $42 million owed to Bo has been paid. So whoever picks up Bo Bichette, in theory, between now and the trade deadline on August the 3rd, is paying like a pack of Big League Chew for Bo Bichette. Now, the player options could be problematic if a salary cap is around the corner in Major League Baseball. That's not a discussion we're going to have for today, at least with Bo. At least I'm not going to have. Maybe Azza wants to go there. You don't want to go there?
I'm okay. We'll see. We'll see.
No, just to be clear, because you said you got a plan for the future. You're not. This is not a salary cap discussion you want to have?
No.
Okay. So again, there's two massive player options sitting there for Bo Bichette. But as most of you remember, the deal he signed with the Mets at the last second this past offseason was bizarre in that he could leave it after this year.
And gets paid if he leaves, too.
And they gave him like an extra $5 million to leave.
Yep.
But again, most of Bo's salary has been paid this year. So let's get down to it. Bo Bichette has not had a good season outside of Toronto. The Jays offense has not had a good season, power-wise specifically. They're actually like 5th in the American League in average, which is weird. But in terms of like average with runners in scoring position and home runs, don't get me started. Bo Bichette has not had a good year in Toronto. Toronto has not had a good year without Bo Bichette. The question in front of Jays Nation is pretty simple, and it may elicit fights. So let's talk about it. If you're the Jays, do you call the Mets and ask what the price would be for Bo Bichette? Would the Jays be interested? Would Bo Bichette be interested? How would John Schneider be interested? How would that work? Who's the most interested? Is there a world where you see this happening? If Bo Bichette, who's been a disaster this year for the Mets, let's tell it like it is. I mean, we kill Vladdy for 6 home runs. Bo has 10. Congratulations.
Double digits.
Yes. He's on pace for 17 home runs this year, Bo Bichette. If you're the Jays, do you make a call to the Mets? What would you do?
No, you go first.
What would I do?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. If I'm the Toronto Blue Jays, listen, if I'm the Jays, I have a lot of issues. I have a lot of problems. A lot of them are starting pitching-wise. And my second biggest problem might be bullpen usage. Yeah. Vladdy, as messed up as Vladdy is, like what did Vladdy have? 23. Vladdy had 23 home runs last year.
Yeah.
Like I'm shocked, but I'm not as shocked as some of the other things. Bo Bichette is not having a good year at the plate. Bo Bichette chose to leave. Bo Bichette defensively is the same useless player in the field as he was with the Blue Jays. The same useless player.
Not useless.
Completely useless. Completely useless. I can't erase the first 2 weeks of the year where you pulled me over to your computer and showed me a hilarious Bo thing in spring training in the first 2 weeks of the season every day. Azzo, I came in here every day to start the show. Azzo goes, look at this thing Bo did in the field.
I did not.
He did. Every day. Because it was like going viral every day.
It was. People were picking on him.
Especially when he's trying to play third.
Poor guy. Okay.
If I'm the Jays, I stay away from this.
I agree with that.
You have to be an adult organization and have some pride in what you do. This is the movement in this city to bring back familiar names, be it Kawhi, be it DeMar, be it Bo Bichette, and for a long time, Nazem Kadri. It's kind of pathetic. It's kind of pathetic. You're a professional sports organization. Make some decisions. Move on with your life. Do you know how pathetic it is to always live in the past? Do you have any idea how pathetic that is?
How's it worked out for the Jays this year? Trying to like live off the World Series.
Max Scherzer, come on back.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work, guys. Only LeBron go back to Cleveland because he wanted it to be so is the only example I can see where that works. The Jays have a lot of holes in the boat here that they got to kind of stop from leaking. I understand that. But this is a desperate, ridiculous move that a small organization would make, and I'm not here for it. You have gone down the road with Bo Bichette a lot in terms of can he help you get to the promised land? Some of the biggest games this organization ever won, he wasn't there for. Let's cut the BS. This is not something I'm for. I want to make this very clear.
You sure?
Yes. Just so I'm clear.
I think it's
I'm not
quick.
for this.
I think it's pretty clear.
Jeff has a party. Are you for the thought of this?
I'm not because you don't know what they're
And
doing.
you're a Bo guy.
Yeah, I am. But this doesn't really help them, and it would be just to make a run for this year. And if you're committing to that money for the next 3, that's not the guy I want to commit that money to. I think there's way better guys you could go chase. Again, I brought him up the other day, C.J. Abrams in Washington. Passan said they would be open to trading him, and they would be. And somebody who was on Bleacher Report said it's unlikely, but it's feasible because that's what the Washington does. If you give them a haul, they do. I go get that kid.
I'd much rather get someone like a C.J. Abrams.
Right?
100%.
Like, that's the guy
100%.
you should chase. Because
Yes.
here's why this team's in trouble. Everybody you're banking on, it's not so first of all, Springer and Gosman, end of their contracts, kind of an end of an era for the Jays. Because they're leaving. Varsho's a free agent. Bieber's a free agent. Sanchez and Garcia, I think, have arbitration years, whatever. But who are you counting on for next year now? Even if they don't make a run this year, who's your team next year? Okamoto, he's 30 years old. Jimenez, 28. Clement, 30.
But he's a spry.
Kirk,
He's a
28.
spry 30 years old.
Yeah, no, but dude, your window's now. That's why I'm saying there has to be an aspect of a retool in here. You can't all go young. Even if you're selling off these guys, if people are saying sell, what are you getting? A bunch of prospects, and you're wasting how many years of Vladdy's contract if he ever figures whatever he's going through out? This team's an old team. I would try and sell as much, but at the same time, you got to start making your team better. You're gunning for guys who are ready to play now. That's why I think I'd empty, dude. Ross and Mark has had 10 years to build up the farm system. You empty it out now to get a bona fide star. It's pretty clear Vladdy needs a Robin to his Batman.
Gala in the chat. The window's closed, Azo. But I would even argue it wasn't a window.
You just signed Vladdy.
It wasn't a window. It was a crawl space,
No,
man.
but you just signed
that.
Vladdy to
I
that
don't know
contract.
if there's some window here. I think they've spent the majority of this season showing us. Last year was a weird fluke.
Yeah, but now you're committed to that money to Vlad for that season.
You're
You're just going
committed,
to turn.
you're
the
committed to
page.
one guy. Yeah, you're committed to one guy.
But you're going to have to bring in guys anyways. Everybody's old on this. They're all in their getting to their 30s.
But let's talk about the window, because based on the contract with Vlad, the window's 13 more years. No? I'm serious.
No,
It's
it
not.
is.
It's not some 2-year
But is he
Austin
gonna get better?
Matthews window.
Is he going to get better in the 13
He better.
years?
He better get better.
Better than this
better
year.
get
But how
better.
long are you going to have? And you have Cease now locked in. You have Okamoto locked in. Your window's still Okamoto's having a good year.
So
Cease
you
is an ace.
so you are under the impression, this is important to distinguish.
I think
You don't believe last year was a fluke.
I think they have no, but hold on. Okamoto's not from last year. Cease isn't from last year. They spent money in the offseason.
But the other guts of the team, which is kind of what you're talking about here. If you're talking about a window, you're talking about the other guts of the team.
You can't go into next year and replace 9 guys. It's impossible. If I want them to compete
They're
next
gonna
year,
they're gonna have to.
no.
They're gonna have to. Warren in the chat. Bo is not returning. I don't know if he would want to either. That's another part of this.
I think they'd be okay, but it's again, it doesn't help you really. And do you have to have agreement with him if he's opting out or not at the end of the year? Dude, that's a lot. That's more money than you're committed to him than Vladdy. Then all of a sudden,
So you would trade for. You would not trade for Bo, but you believe they got to make positive moves at the deadline.
I think they should sell a lot, get as many prospects as they can, but use those prospects to try and get something that's attainable, which is what they usually do. Something under control for a few more years, but a star. They need somebody. C.J. Abrams hits 4th in the Nationals lineup, and the Yankees apparently are knocking and checking on him every so often. They want him. The Yankees might be the team that brings in Bo, for all I know. They're looking at a shortstop. But I look to sell everybody whose contract's expiring out. If somebody wants to call me on Hoffman, he's only got 1 year left, of course, because he needs a change.
Look,
Rogers, anybody.
I have no doubt the Yankees would like some type of an upgraded shortstop. Having one guy who failed in New York to bring in the same guy to maybe do the same thing across town in New York is quite a move. I don't know how that would go over.
But dude, you got to do something. And the thing is, you can't also this is the year you're going to find out a lot about Ross. Because even if he's trading out, he's going to have to bring stuff in.
I think Ross could do the exact same thing he always does.
Yeah, but
low
you're
level.
okay with him bringing in Mitch White, or what are these these middling
what,
things?
Whether I'm okay with it is irrelevant.
But then that sounds disaster for next year.
I'm telling you, that is not Ross Atkins.
Even
Ross Atkins is not shaking every tree in this trade deadline. Listen, Louis Varland worked out.
Yeah.
Hell of a move. But there have been
That's
a lot
a
of
lot.
other low-level moves. One, has there been anything close to Louis Varland in Ross Atkins? Jose Barrios actually worked out.
Yeah.
Jose Barrios was a trade deadline.
I can give you
I
guys
take it
like
back.
that, they would go
I take it back. Jose Barrios was good.
So go get Eduardo Rodriguez from the Diamondbacks. Like, you have to do something, set yourself up to compete next
Is Rodriguez signed past this year?
2 more years.
I like Rodriguez.
Yeah. I would go get him too. He's the other. And hey, if you're changing for CJ Abrams, then get him throwing Foster Griffin, who's a free agent after this year, but he can help you get through this year. Like, I think you got to sell off as much as you can, but you also got to bring stuff in. You can't just trade arms and not bring nothing back to a bullpen that's already taxed. If you get to go on and run this year, fine. But these guys are in trouble for the next few years.
Now, maybe because of all the labor uncertainty.
Right.
We might not have baseball next year, guys. Like, if maybe the Jays are in a situation where they're like, let's wait. It could be the situation a lot of teams are in. I love when we talk Jays because some of the stuff in the chat is so not what I'm expecting.
But, to your point, hold on, one quick thing. Like, Rogers could flex some muscle here, where they take some salary too on some of these players they're trading to get a better, higher quality prospect back. And you better do it now, because if that new CBA comes in, and those rules might change, they can flex some financial muscle.
At the end of the day, what Rogers ownership thinks of this Jays team and the job that's been done on the field would be a fascinating discussion.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you, Mark Shapiro knows how to sweet talk Rogers.
Yep. You're right.
Mark is a respected guy inside that organization.
But again, when you look at this roster, it's all almost 30-year-olds and up.
Tiff in the chat. Man, I really wish Kevin Biggio was better here.
And who's in the prospect system that they haven't already given a chance to, or like is coming up to help Vlad? If he's your
JoJo Parker's not
but he's
close.
at least more than a season away. It's 2 seasons away. CJ Abrams, 25 years old. He's been an all-star twice. I'd empty out, except for JoJo Parker. Take anybody. Take Arjun. Take whoever you want.
Michael Bishop with the issue in the chat. This is a correct comment. Most teams right now think they're in it.
Yeah, but that's why they have to make a decision. Start selling off early. But you're looking at.
But it's not. But Azzo, I guess what I'm saying is we're 17 days away from the deadline. Early's gone.
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean?
No, but teams are going to hold on till the end.
Everyone is like kind of in the same boat now. Like, you're not jumping anybody seriously. We're 2 weeks away.
Yeah, but you're going to let the play, and then teams know you're more desperate. You make that decision now to unload some of these guys, and especially guys with like a year's term or whatever. You can jump the mark. Like, can we all agree? No matter what Hoffman's stats are and how good he's been in the last month, he has one bad outing. Everybody's done with him. If somebody's willing to take him on for next year at 11 mil, or even pick up some of that money, just do it. Like, we heard them trade. Who's the pitcher they traded for no reason? Tommy Nance.
Yeah.
Why haven't they done that with Brandon Little? Like, Brandon Little's done here. They're not calling him up to do anything.
Because Brandon Little sucks.
Well, no, but he had a good run last year. Don't tell me some team wouldn't take a chance on him.
He sucks.
Because he's got options, and if they need him, they'll call him up.
I think if they had a shot at trading Brandon Little, they would have done it already. Now, he might be very much on the table between now and the deadline.
But why not do it if you're not calling him up again? Like, you can start bringing something in.
Like, I'm seeing a lot of starting pitchers that aren't going to be here next year.
Yeah, dude, they have
like
Gosman, I'm more worried about next year than them going on a run this year.
Gosman, Barrios, Scherzer, Bieber.
Well, Barrios has that. No, he has the option though.
He has an opt-out, which he may take.
I don't think
he might not take.
And the opt-out's for 2 years.
But my point is, he's recovering anyway.
Yeah,
he won't be here. That's my point. And like, you're going to lose Varsho maybe.
Yeah,
you're going to lose. Springer's gone.
That's what I mean.
Like, I don't understand how. If let's say the Jays slip to 8 games or 7 games back, entering like after next week, like not this weekend, but the following weekend, they're 8 games below 500. How do you not trade Gosman?
Yeah, no, agreed.
Like, if you're looking at it objectively, that's a no-brainer.
But I can make the point, just trade him anyway.
Well, no, if you're good, I like Gosman on your team. I just don't think you're good.
Yeah, well, exactly.
I don't think you're very good. So you deal him. But this is a whole, we're going for the World Series ruse that the Jays have stumbled upon here and sold like gold to everyone. Like, it can't look like a disaster this quick. But I don't know what else you can do with it.
But again, like, Springer was supposed to be the new boat. Like, it was supposed to be Springer and Vlad that were the catalyst for this team. And we all knew Springer was going to step back, but they expected to get the same thing from him.
Zahal in the chat, trade for Mike Trout.
No.
Save him from Angels prison.
I think he likes being there, to be honest.
He loves being there and being on Losers.
Yeah.
Mike Trout's the weirdest superstar I've ever seen in my life. He could have owned the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has to put on this pretend face like he goes back to Philly for the All-Star game, his hometown, like he cares. He cares about the Eagles. That's it. That's all he cares about. Like he gives a damn about playing on the East Coast. Let him stay there. I would not bring that guy in at all. I'm sorry.
No, I'm with you.
Mike Trout scares me as a superstar.
Just had another older player They need to find some middle ground, like mid-20s guys. Because you got these younger guys who come up who are going to be overwhelmed a bit. Like, who's on here next year that you'd stake something on? Again, now Springer's leaving. So Bro left, Springer left. It's just going to be all on Vlad? How'd that work out this year?
Azo, speaking of people being available, Polly Mac in the chat, my sister-in-law wants to know if Azo is available. Let me call his agent.
That's it.
Do you have a no movement clause, Azo? Azo that's the quietest I've seen Azo since February 9th. Really quiet.
I almost said something that I shouldn't.
Yeah, don't say it.
No, I know. Thank you, Polymac, though. It's flattering. Totally available. Always available.
Curtis in the chat. Aren't you the Portuguese guy that wouldn't renew his contract with Sportsnet because they removed chicken fingers?
Wait, what?
70% of that story is true.
Where is that?
It just
I
came
need
in
to
on,
read that
It
story.
just came in on Facebook. 110. It just came in.
I need to read that story.
70% of that story is
rumor go?
correct. You can figure out which 70%.
Oh my goodness. Seaside, Azo wants 3% of MLSE.
Uncle Azo.
Oh man.
Uncle Azo's talking to MLSE.
Yeah. My light screwed up again.
Is your light screwed up?
I think it is.
Don't divert the issue. You know what this was just asked of you.
I said always. It was always available. Always taking offers.
Azo's always taking offers. There's no cap.
No cap.
There's no cap in Azo's world. Not yet. No cap. Uncle Dennis has a party. Paulie Mac in the chat. Sean in the Yukon. Azo, I want that tree money. Aspiration. Jays fans, I know this is not the last trade deadline conversation Azo and I will have.
But yeah, do you feel like they're going to let their play make like these first 10 games pretty important, right? Like again, you're facing two division leaders and the Red Sox who are ahead of you too.
Mike, here's my question: you're going to trade away prospects to maybe get the third wild card?
Yeah.
Like that's
I'm with you.
That's
I'm
what's
with
on
you.
the table. Like that. Do you think that's a smart thing to do?
But that's why I think you got to look at bringing somebody in that's not Bo, but like a younger guy who's like 25. If you can get more prospects, dish off anybody you can to bring in more prospects. Again, now these guys can't complain about that. It's their farm system that they've built for 10 years. But you have to eventually use it to bring somebody else in.
So like some of these kids might be good. They're all not going to be
give them
like
a chance, yeah.
like Austin Martin.
So I would start selling these guys. Like, Springer doesn't have a future on this team. Somebody wants him.
100%.
Help with the trade.
We knew that after
Do it.
13 at bats this season.
Hoffman, no matter what he is, some team will take him. He makes a bullpen better.
Oh,
But you have
you
to
can
bring in
offload as much as we've had some fun with Hoffman,
No,
and deservedly
agreed.
so. Some sucker out there will take him.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. So start moving those out. And if you can bring but then take those prospects. And that's why I'd rather like them to get some business done early. That lets them maybe bring in something that's that's like controllable for the next few years.
It's not that early though. Like that. Azo, I know what you're trying. I know what you're saying. It's 17. We're 17 days out. Everyone's going to be racing for the same people. Everybody.
But that's. I know.
Not like a month out is early. A month and a half is early. I think you're correct. The Jays should do business then.
But because
now they're in the same race, and it's
exactly,
I don't know what they're going to get out of
everybody
this.
still thinks they're in the race. Like you're going to wait to go on a 10-game losing streak out of the break to make that decision? No, just do it now.
I would.
Again, there are guys who aren't coming back, who aren't going to be part of it. Again, it's part of. I heard Caitlin McGrath said this. I think with Blake Murphy on Blue Jays Talk Plus. And
Did you almost call him Blake Shelton, the country music artist? You almost did, didn't you?
But she said like it's kind of an end of an era, and it did make me think like it is. Like Springer's been here for 6 years, Gosman's been here for 5. Like they've had their run. That run last year was the cap of it. Now that's passed. That's over.
The end of an era that started last year?
No, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. But it's the end of it. Like it's those guys playing together for those 5-6 years. Even Bassett being there. Who's gone?
But this is fun.
Scherzer, they tried to bring back. To your point, didn't work.
I do
Just
find it
move on
funny
now.
how like people. I don't have the same affinity for an era where they never won a playoff game.
But that run last year made it
the
fun.
way other people did. But it was 1 year out of how many?
Right. But you're about to do that again.
I'm just saying it was one.
You're bang on.
It was.
Right.
It's a weird legacy to
But at
leave.
least you had the one run where you should have won it. They should have won it, but they didn't.
You know what killed him? That Pajes catch. Jays fans, I'm going to apologize ahead of time. Azo wanted to do this. I didn't want to do this.
I love that they're doing this. Yeah, hell yeah.
Do you have any idea what the bobblehead giveaway is at Dodger Stadium September 6th? This. For the listening audience, it is a recreation of Game 7, bottom of the ninth, Andy Pages in left center, corralling Ernie Clement's potential championship-winning hit. And he actually looks in this like he's carrying Kike Hernandez like a baby, like he's cradling him, like he's taking him over the
Why
threshold.
when they put his legs down? That's weird.
Over the
Did
threshold.
Kike actually go no.
Like
That's
I'm
weird.
anyway. So September 6th at Chavez Ravine, I believe it's against Washington.
Oh,
this
there
is
you go.
this is the bobblehead that they're giving out. Yeah. Honestly, they should give out a bobblehead of IKF like at third base.
Yeah, hugging the base. With
Hugging
his
the
foot
base.
on the base. Yeah.
Hugging the base.
Or just like this far off. It could be perfect. This far off.
And having Revis just behind him going, good. Good job.
Anyway.
Sorry, guys. We had to. I thought that was relevant. Ray
But to
Bay,
my
in the,
points-
Ray Bay in the chat. That's sickening. Go ahead, Azam.
Oh, it's awesome. No, I was just going to say, because now you got Cease as your ace for the next few years. Like, you do have things to build off of here. Okamoto's just going to get better. He should at the dish. You got Vladdy locked up for those 13 years. You need to start, like, there is still a window where you can go on another run if you bring, but, like, Vladdy does need somebody else. And Okamoto's, I'm sorry, he's not that guy. JoJo Parker's 2 years away, 3 years away if he is that guy, which we don't know. But I'd rather take chance, but you have to bring somebody else of substance in here. That's I hope they go big fish hunting.
You think
I know
Ross
they're
Atkins
not.
is going big
You're
fish
right.
hunting?
It's not in their DNA, but they kind of need to.
No, but
if
it's
this year taught them anything, they need
It's
to.
in their DNA in the offseason.
Is it though?
Sorry, Dylan Cease wasn't a big fish.
Yeah. No, I mean offering contracts.
Okamoto wasn't a big fish.
Offering contracts, but if they don't get them, they don't do anything.
No, but I mean,
about it.
listen. They like let's not completely ruin their off seasons. They signed Gosman in the off season. That was a pretty good signing for them. Like they brought in like Springer was an off season. Like the Jays in the off season do swing.
Yes. Okay.
I'm not saying they get everyone they want because it's not realistic, but like.
But offering
I
them
think
big contracts, and then it's either a swing or a miss.
Well, okay. Well, welcome to the off season. But all I'm saying is now it's like it's a different situation constantly for them, and they do not have the MO normally to go after big fish at this time of year.
But look
That's
at
not
the
who
free
they
agent
are.
class this year. There's nobody that's going to be that guy to Vladdy that he obviously needs. If you watch this year and think Vladdy can carry a team by himself, you're grossly
So
mistaken.
you're still operating under the pretense there's going to be an off season.
wow.
No, but we have to be honest about this.
But
Like
you're still preparing the team for whenever it comes back.
You think.
If it comes back.
I mean, it's
Like Scubo's the biggest name, and they can go get him. They can do the Dylan Cease with him. I think you have to make a trade. These guys now, they've always preached about having a large farm system. The reason you do that is to make a big trade and bring somebody in.
for a team 6 games under 500. You
Not
would do
for
that.
this year, for next year.
But you're kind of doing it for this year.
Well, yeah, but if you can get him this year, why not try with this year?
Like you are going to give up assets for this year.
You know why I do it this year? Because then it lets you solidify the lineup. You put some of the young guys in, see what they can do, and you can sort out your lineup for next year, whether you make a run or not. Like I said, Detroit did it a few years ago where they sold off a bunch. The young guys they brought in went on a run, and they made the playoffs. They got knocked out right away, but they went on a run. At least give those young guys a chance to play this year, and you figure out what they are. I'm more looking at next year than this year.
I know you're not saying it this way, but like there are teams who budget will make a run. That's a dangerous thing to budget.
What do you mean?
Like we'll make a run like the Guardians last year. Like no, you won't.
But those teams always do that. This team doesn't do that. They're
that's
willing to spend.
That's just one fluke. Like, but you're budgeting for flukes.
Okay,
You're
okay.
budgeting for one fluke after another. That's not how to operate a
You're
professional
not.
sports
But that's
team.
why I'm saying you go big fish hunting and bring in like a CJ Abrams. You need something else on this team. Vladdy cannot carry this team. Is that not blatantly clear this year?
Oh, it's 100% clear. But you signed him with $500 million, so you got to deal with it now.
And you have Okamoto on the books for how many years? You have Cease on the books. Like you're spending money. And who's there to spend money on the offseason besides Scuba? There isn't that big name that's going to come.
The issue with Vladdy that is crippling every argument you're trying to make is that money has been spent.
Yeah, I know. Same with Cease, same with Okamoto.
That's why Bo's not here anymore. All these bats you're looking at are quality bats. CJ Abrams was just in an all-star game. Started, for God's sakes.
I know.
That's not going to be cheap, both in terms of capital and salary, in terms of what you give up.
So, but instead of bringing someone like that in, you're waiting for guys to come, for JoJo Parker to come up, which is 3 years away, 2 years away.
Look.
Like you have to do something in this window. You're going to waste 2 years of season.
This is the most difficult. This is the most difficult team for me to read in professional sports, the Blue Jays, because they think they're better than they are, and I don't think they're that good. So there are elements of that front office who are thinking like you, saying maybe, okay, let's go big here. Like let's go
But not
big.
for this year.
We're not. No, but some are thinking this year.
If you go on a
Some
run
are
this
thinking
year,
this year.
that's luck. But I'm looking to set this team up to be competitive next
So
year.
what's the biggest thing you think the Jays need right now?
To me, it would be a big bat from in the outfield. They
See-
need
see-
better outfield help.
see, to
bringing
me-
in an infielder, they've got an infield. But I also think if you bring somebody in to play short, you move Jimenez back to second, and Ernie becomes your everything man.
I think
Ernie can't play every day.
I think
sorry.
you're,
I love Ernie.
No, he can't. Your starting pitching
Well, for
is
next year.
shockingly bad after 2 guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what Trey Savage is. Do not like what I've seen at certain parts of the year. Do not like it. League seems to have figured him out to a certain extent.
But there is a pitcher on the market in the free agent you can pay for in the offseason. That's what I'm saying. The position players don't come up in free agency like they used to. Or there's one guy, which we've seen them always do, take a swing on the biggest name out there, they don't get him, and then they're screwed. Their lineup isn't helped at all. That's why the lineup is a problem.
But last year, Azul, how about this? Because last year, let's not all forget how last year went. Because last year was 3 or 4 guys got a chance to play, and oh my God, here we go. That's what happened last year.
Right. And then they banked on them to do
Right.
everything this year.
So, no, but what I'm saying is, once in a blue moon, that can happen too. Because it just did.
Yeah, but
So what I'm saying is I would rather look at this team and some of the pieces. We'll put Hoffman in that mix. Let's put Gosman's in that mix. Throw another 2 or 3 guys in there. Trade them. Open up space in your lineup, in the field, maybe in the bullpen, probably in the rotation. What do you have? I don't know.
what do you have with who in the lineup, though?
Exactly. I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So figure that out this year so you know what you have going into next year.
Well,
And even if you empty some of your farm system out, to bring in a certified all-star or star, at least that's one other bat at the top of your order that's helped solidify. Sid, they can bring in all the pitching they want. They're losing games 2-0 all the time. Even when they do get pitching, their pitching hasn't been the problem.
there is a part of me. I've never said this on there. There is a part of me that believes that will course correct a little at some point. This is a joke.
It is. It really is.
This is one of the bigger offensive jokes we've seen in this city in years.
But we also went through it again in 2020 or 2024 for the entire season.
Joel in the chat, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Azzo was correct. First time it's ever been said in the show's history,
it's true.
actually. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll
the
see what
lineup
they're
has-
due.
yeah.
You know what I have a hard time getting past. I think you can pick it up in my tone. And I know you're talking about next year, but it's still spending assets on a team that next year also might not be that good.
But that's right. You got to start improving it now. Even if you sell off all these guys, where are you getting guys to replace them that you
I'm
know
not-
are good? You're still taking a chance.
All
on
I'm
the
telling you
underdogs.
is this core worries me,
Yeah, of course.
and I don't like trading prospects for
But
it right
who's your
now.
core? Who's your core?
I mean, Vlad's the core. I would say Kirk is the core. I would say Okamoto's, considering you just paid him, is your core.
Right. And they're all 30 years old.
And they're all 30, but
So even if you wait 2 or 3 years to build this team up, you think they're going to be better? You think Kirky's going to be better in 2 or 3 years?
that's the part of this I can't wrap my head around. Because the whiplash on what they've done and what they have progressed to this season is so polar opposite.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone. Listen, I'm not saying we don't have the conversation. I love this conversation. But for any of us to sit there and say we know what the Jays are, this is not
But hold on,
92 and 93.
So let's
like
open
at
it
all.
up to a 3-year sample size. What were they in 2024? They sucked.
They were
especially
last
their
place team.
lineup.
They
So
were a
if it's
last
a
place
3-year
team.
sample, I'll tell you what they are. Their lineup sucks. And the one thing this management has gotten right is pitching. So I'd rather let them make the decisions on pitching in free agency rather than they need more help in the lineup. But they seem to focus on one guy every offseason. When they don't get him, it doesn't improve. Why didn't they go get Cody Bellinger when Kyle Tucker turned them down?
Bellinger pissed me off. I wanted Bellinger.
But they focus on one guy, the top guy, and half the time they don't get him. And then they're screwed. Again, this team hasn't had a solid top 4 batters in 3 years, 4 years.
RC in the chat. Terrible core. It's not a great core. It's not.
But it's a lot of money tied into guys who are 30 plus. So what do you do?
Your highest paid player is not even close to a 25 home run guy right now.
Yeah,
It's a problem.
agreed.
Graceful shutdown of the chat. Imagine this team had Shohei. They tried as him.
Yeah.
Hey, they showed him the Dunedin facility.
He liked it.
I'm shocked that didn't close the deal. Shocked it didn't close the deal. Okay.
Look at this. Barazo, they suck, but weren't $500 million in the hole. But that's what I'm saying. They've committed to that money. To your point, that money's spent. So you're just going to let $500 rot in last place for the next 12 years?
There's also a part of me, Azzo, that doesn't hate not spending money right now if you don't know what that salary cap number is going to be when the lockout is over.
No, it's fair.
You know what I mean?
It's fair.
Like, Azzo, you're right. You're right on all these points. They don't have a great core. Like, they don't.
But they're committed money to guys who are older.
But
So if you think there is a window, you have to bank on that.
at Ross is not in this climate going to do anything close to what you want him to do.
I know. But
I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that.
I bet on your side
but
that he's not.
With that lockout coming, no.
But again,
all the cards are going to be close to the best.
Bringing in guys like Mitch White or whoever, like I can't even think of the names that we've seen come up and disappear after a year.
Let me ask you something.
Like I'm sick of these band-aids or these. Like go big star on. Like you've built up your farm system. Use it again. JoJo Parker's the only guy I wouldn't trade. Arjun's even on the table this year. You have to.
Let me ask you this. Going into this trade deadline, August 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Who on the Jays roster is untouchable on the major league roster?
Okamoto, Vladdy, obviously. Well, nobody's taking Vladdy. I guess Jimenez. I don't know.
But wait a second.
I even look at if somebody's willing to pay you for Clement.
Hold on.
I listen.
Hold on. Someone calls you on Vladdy, you don't listen.
Oh yeah. You think somebody would?
That's not what I'm asking you. Because an untouchable to me means. So let me define it by how I think of it.
Of course.
Untouchable is I am hanging up. If you call me on X, I am hanging up.
Yeah. No, you listen. Of course you listen on Vlad.
That's a damning enough indictment.
What kind of offer do you think you're going to get after this?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, do you listen?
But although, again,
do you listen?
Then who's your superstar in this lineup for next year?
Do you need one if you want to win? How many superstars does Tampa have? Yandy Diaz, Junior Caminero, who else?
You can't just find these guys. Again, look at the free agent market.
Junior Caminero was in their system.
Yeah. No,
I got news for everyone. Baseball teams are still allowed to develop stars. It's a crazy thing. The Leafs just want to grab everyone else's old star. The Jays just want to, all their guys are 30. The Raptors want to recycle every guy they have taken a shot outside of Scotty Barnes.
See,
like it is possible. It is possible to develop players in professional sports. Just to let Toronto Spain
in baseball more than anything, that takes a long time.
Yes.
So then why'd you spend money on Cease? Like people are saying Cease and Okamoto. Okay, they're both in their 30s.
Cease and Varland.
Yeah, Varland's the main one too. Of course, he's untouchable. But like those guys are all getting older.
I got to be honest with you, Fluharty. You're not touching Fluharty.
I agree. No, there's guys in the bullpen. I leave.
Love Fluharty.
Again, even if you're going to trade Hoffman, you're going to have to bring another arm in, or you're going to just overwork those other guys more.
That's fine.
No, but Ross is going to have to be busy.
He's again. This is not the GM at this time of year that we've seen notoriously.
I know. You're right. You're right.
I could be wrong.
But
I could be wrong.
How about this? Could after the run they went on last year, as much as we can say it's a fluke, whatever, could Rodgers put pressure on him to bring something big? And here's the other thing: at the deadline, you're right. It becomes only about arms. No big bat usually switches teams at the deadline.
Look, there's a chance. To your point, is it out of the realm of possibility that Rodgers Communications says, "Listen, I don't know what this trade or I don't know what this salary cap situation is going to look like next year. I don't know if we're going to have baseball next year. Let's go."
Yeah.
Let's bring in, we're going to trade 3 or 4 of our top 10 prospects. Let's go. Let's bring in some people. There's a chance.
Yeah. No, you're right.
That Rogers Center's full. It's going to be full tonight. I don't know if it's going to be open with all the poison air.
And again, we're committed $500 million to this guy. Get him some help. Like bring somebody in who can hit like him. We have to go on a run. Again, all that money, you're right. It's spent already. Cease, Okamoto, Cody Ponce, Vlad, Kirky even. Like those guys are locked up. But they're like, again, even if they do go on strikes, that's another year off all this, where these guys are just older. They're not getting better. We saw what just happened with Springer. And you think in 3 years, these guys are going to be as good as they are now? No. That's why I'm saying about a window with some of these guys.
I think they're showing us exactly who they are. And I think they're so far away from being a contender in the American League. It's scary, and no one in that organization wants to admit it. Hyper Bear in the chat, if the Jays get rid of Cease, they are dead to me. Yeah, they're not getting rid of Cease. Let's be clear.
I wonder, how would people feel if they traded Ernie? Would you listen on Ernie? He's under control for 2 more. He's approaching 30.
Ernie Clement is never going to be more valuable than he is right now.
That's why I'm asking. Because I also think, I don't think he's an everyday player. I love Ernie. I do, but I don't think he's an everyday player. If he could be your outside guy who can go to third, short, second, first, and even DH if Springer's gone, he's the guy who fills in like he did last year, and he had a great year. I think that's where Ernie would thrive.
I think,
and he's a bottom. Sorry, he's a mid to bottom of the order guy.
But I think he's connected with the fan base in such a way.
I know that's why.
Few Jays, like Bo Bichette, never in a million years connected with the fan base the way Ernie Clement has. And some Blue Jay fans, not all, but some Blue Jay fans just watch Jays baseball, so that's all they know. So if you take There could be like a minor mutiny if you trade their favorite
I think
player.
so too. I know. That's why I asked it. So Trash Paradise says Ernie is 1,000% an everyday player. What I should have said, everyday second baseman. Because now he's forced to play second.
Yeah, he's not. I'm not liking what I'm seeing.
Sorry. So I shouldn't have said everyday player. I should have said everyday second baseman.
Yeah.
I think he's better when he's moving around, when he's playing different, and he hasn't looked the best at second.
I just think the Jays.
think he's
The Jays right now were paralyzed by last year in so many ways.
Yeah. No, you're
so
right.
many ways,
You're bang
and I don't know what they're thinking. Because I can tell you, probably in those meetings behind closed doors, it's guys, we're 2.5 games out of a wild card spot. We were in the World Series Game 7. I feel good about our chances.
Yeah,
That's an easy conversation that can be had inside the walls of Rogers Center.
And chat, don't get
Easily.
me wrong. The only reason I bring up Ernie is because he's under control. He does have high value for his hits. But like a couple teams had already given up on him. Like he found himself.
Ernie's UFA year isn't like till 2029, right?
But he's 32. Like there could be a fall off. He swings at it. He's unconventional at the plate, but he hits everything. He's amazing, and I get it. But to your point, his value has never been higher, and he's under control. So you could get a haul for him. That's the only reason I brought it up.
Hey man, everyone's cards will be on the table here soon.
Yeah, but
I'm looking forward to this.
But then to your point,
I'm really looking forward.
You're
to
waiting, and then you're just in another group of guys.
Well, but maybe again they could be in that group whether they like it or not. I also think it's a dangerous line of thought. It's like, well, we can change everything we are. Yeah, sometimes you can't. Not when you're paying $500 million to a guy who can't get 20 home runs. Like it's a tough place to be sometimes. You're gonna have to make 4 of those trades, Azzo, to get out of this.
No, I know. But that's why I'm saying he has to be busy. And to your point, it's not Ross's.
Yikes.
It's not his history. So I know it's not going to happen. I'm just trying to dream big here for this team. And again, like Vladdy needs his Robin if he's going to be Batman. It's so obvious to me.
Mario in the chat, Azzo, you are completely right, and I hate you for it.
It sucks. I like Ernie too. I love seeing him. But again, I don't think he's the same player. You can tell. I think he's tired too.
Well, he is tired.
From the World Baseball Classic to playing every day to the All-Star game now. And that's what scares me. Like he comes back. And
Vladdy's in the same boat.
Yeah.
Vladdy's played the same schedule.
And Okamoto. Okamoto has 2 though, besides the All-Star game.
Not last year, but.
Right. Yeah, that deep run.
Gala in the chat, make one big move, wake up the rest of the team.
But what's that?
I don't know. What is the big move?
Yeah, is that in terms of trade?
I don't know.
Firing somebody or what?
I don't know. I'd love to know what the thought process is on that one. Okay. How about this one, guys? How would you take this? Paul in the chat. Dodgers trade for Ernie Clement.
Whoa.
Too soon?
Yeah.
Too soon.
Anyways, it was just there. I just want to throw it out there because I do think he has high value.
That's not how they run the
People
team.
don't like it. Yeah.
They believe they're a World Series contender when
In
they are
last place.
when they are not.
6 games under.
They believe they're a World Series contender. That's the problem.
Somebody in the chat says it. Like now they got a 36 and 30 in these last 66 games just to get to 500.
Yeah.
What's it going to take to get into the playoff? And you got to jump 5.
Well, I think they have an 11% chance. I thought I read this last night. They have an 11% chance right now, could change, of getting into the postseason. 0.3% chance of getting in the World Series. However that calculation is made. I have no idea. Okay. Let's leave that there for now.
Mm-hmm. To your point, they got pretty, the schedule is intriguing to me again with who they're playing and who they got coming up.
Oh, I saw this the other day. The Jays, I believe, have the 11th toughest schedule to close the season.
Actually, yeah, there is a way to find that out. Yeah,
it's like, it's not the worst, but they're not going to get any favors.
You ever seen this website, Tankathon? I believe it is.
Tank is that for like every sport?
Yeah.
No.
But it tells you like strength of schedule. It has lottery simulators on it. It's pretty good.
Okay, good times, especially if your team sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great time. Okay, let's move on here. One thing on the Leaf schedule that in the moment yesterday, the NHL released all the schedules yesterday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So we're just kind of looking at certain things. This is from Jason Greger out in Edmonton, who tweeted this. He listed how many times a team is going to play another team on the second half of back-to-backs. So when they're tired, when it's advantageous for you to play them. If you're playing on the second half of back-to-backs, in theory, you're tired. The team that's playing the most teams in that scenario, the second half of back-to-back, will be the Montreal Canadiens. 19 times this coming regular season, they got a team on the second half of back-to-backs. The Ducks are second at 18. Tied for last with 5, the Leafs and the Jets. The Leafs and the Jets. The Jets, part of me isn't shocked by that because they're in a tough travel division. Like, I get that. But, like, Toronto, Montreal aren't that far away.
No.
There's not a team that can come to Toronto in the second half of back-to-backs? Really? Really? I find that odd.
Me too. You're right.
Like, I don't like that at all.
They want the night off in Toronto, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that is bizarre.
I mean, Graceful shut down in the chat. The Habs don't need the help either. No, they don't. Although, good point from Sean on the Yukon. The Leafs had 17 a year or two ago, and I thought that was insane. Yeah, the Leafs did have a few. It's a valid point. It's not like the Leafs haven't been on the other side of that.
And now that could be like the arena's busy too. Like it got locked up.
Maybe, yeah.
There are dates that don't work for teams to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So the one other thing we forgot about last week that Hyperbear brings up in the chat. When is Edmonton and Mike Babcock coming back to town?
That's early too, right?
Yeah, it's I got it here.
When is it?
November 14th. Saturday night.
November 14th?
Yep.
Do Maple Leaf fans care about Babcock still like that? It's been a while, man.
All hockey fans, right? Like
he got fired in like 20. Was it 2019 or 18?
Mario, hide your phones.
Hide the phones.
Sorry.
Yeah, Babcock. When was Mike Babcock fired from the Leafs? That's the first one to come up. Yeah, it was 2019, November 20th, 2019.
To Jeremo's go, the whole league hates him. Probably boo him.
Dude, I may make a lot of time for Oiler games this season.
Right?
I am in on this. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun.
Everybody asking, does he get a video tribute? The Leafs better not, right? They can't.
It's just a shot of him holding up the list that Mitch Marner gave him in terms of the laziest players.
With his arm over Mitch or something? Yeah.
No, give me your phone. What's going on?
Like they can't, right?
Give me your phone. You work hard, you play hard, you feel good, you work hard.
Because they give videos to everybody. They can't.
Do they have a video of Mike Babcock being a mental health advocate?
Put him on.
Never forget.
And never forget
how Mike Babcock, the biggest bully in National Hockey League history, was a mental health advocate.
Unbelievable.
Boy, did people get suckered into that.
Yeah.
Lie. Get out of here. Neeps in the chat. Give me your phone chance breakout at Scotiabank Arena.
I like that.
Is there a video for Babcock? The Leafs need to have some pride here.
Right?
There cannot be a video for Babcock. To hell with him. To hell with him.
They give him enough money. It's okay.
Stop it.
He doesn't need a video.
Hey, John Chaika, Matt Sundin, shut that down. Shut the video business down. Shut it.
Yeah, it's a great point.
Shut it. If it means 3 people get laid off in your social media department, I don't give a damn because they have nothing to do. Cut the video welcome backs. It's idiotic.
Except for
idiotic.
Morgan when he goes. Finally, Morgan gets.
Morgan's never there.
Yeah, who do they really welcoming back this year?
Morgan,
who cares? Cut it off. I'm with you.
Morgan's the next GM.
That's a great idea, actually.
No more videos.
Unless you play a certain,
No more videos.
But it has to be like a high bar, like.
Not even a slate. I don't even want a slate of them like waving. Welcome back on the video board. Nothing.
Yeah. No.
There's no point to it.
There really is.
Stop it. There's a lot going on in this chat right now. Gala in the chat. Run a video of his downfall.
I saw that.
Just not giving Austin Matthews any minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the video is. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, we got 20 minutes. Let's talk NBA. There's some good NBA. Okay, we have 6 clips here. I'd like to get to all of them, Azzo.
Okay.
Do you want to get to all of them?
Run through.
Because I feel like next week these things are going to be dated.
Yeah.
So I want to get to these now. Let's start with, because you were reading some quotes yesterday of LeBron James at the Fanatics event.
Fanatics Fest.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Stupid.
No, alliteration's cool.
Fanatics Fest.
Alliteration is cool.
And LeBron is still a free agent. LeBron is
Viper. Michelli
old.
tribute video would be hilarious. Sorry, I had to bring that up.
Find the highlights where he scored 2 goals against Utah, and that's it.
The last 5 games of the season, wasn't it?
No, it was early. Because they benched him. Remember? Berube benched him and then brought him back for the Utah game, and then he scored twice, I believe. Because of course he did. LeBron James is 41 years old. He hasn't picked his team yet. And And yesterday, he did that interview with Tyrese Halliburton at Fanatics Fest in New York.
Live pod taping?
Sure. Sure. You know what I don't get? I don't get people who drink wine and then they like make a whole ceremony of opening the bottle and they pour like this much in the glass. The glass is huge.
That's a tasting.
And the wine folks are dumb. Okay? No, it's not a tasting. That
gotta
they want a
play the
little bit of
part.
wine.
You got to play the part.
Fill it up with wine.
You got to play the part. No.
Why am I going through this whole thing where
It's
I'm like
aerating.
I'm
So
like,
you don't
I'll aerate here. Want to aerate this room right now? I'll do it right now. You do this entire cockamamie story to open up this bottle of wine, and it's like 3 drops. Idiot. Drink beer.
So
like an
LeBron,
adult.
let's go 6 cents.
Oh,
we
really?
need the Nick Robertson video. Come on,
Yeah,
from
really.
Maddie Slice.
Really.
I forgot he left. That's a good one too.
And it's just Nick Robertson sitting in the press box in a suit.
Every shot is
It's just Nick Robertson. It's so hard to say goodbye. Nick Robertson just eating popcorn next to William Nylander giving the finger.
That's pretty good. Oh my god.
Oh. Nick in the chat in Portuguese. Sid, bebe agua. Drink water. Yes, just drink water. That was a very famous Cristiano Ronaldo moment. Do you remember that?
No.
He came to a press conference and there was soda on the table. They were a sponsor, and he moved it out of the shot.
Oh, really?
And he put down water and he said, "Bebe agua." Drink water.
I do not remember.
He got in
that.
some trouble for that.
Really?
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
imagine. Guys do it all the time.
So LeBron yesterday is mentioning. Yesterday something happened where I think we now can hone down which conference it is. He's going to the East.
It sounds like it. It definitely
Like,
does.
and he rhymed off a bunch of crazy things going on in the East, but, and I need you to listen for this, he omitted one team in the East where crazy things were happening.
Yeah.
See if you can pick up on this. Roll it.
The excitement that's coming to the Eastern Conference this offseason has definitely been talked about a lot more. And obviously you had LaMelo go over to the Wolves. You had some things happen in the Western Conference, obviously, but yeah, JB going, to Philly and Giannis going down to Miami. You look at Boston, they retooled, picking up Mitchell Robinson. I think that's going to help Paul George. You look at Cleveland is going to be back, trying to compete. You guys will be back competing. You can't forget Orlando. You can't forget Detroit. Obviously, and you got the New York Knicks for sure. So, and that's not even all the teams in the East, obviously. So, I think the East right now is going to be very exciting. And I would say this is like the first time in a long time that coming into a preseason that the Eastern Conference will probably get talked about a little bit more than the Western Conference.
Okay, a couple things. One, Calvin in the chat says, Sid, please don't aerate the room.
No.
Second, he goes, a lot of exciting things happening in the East, like Orlando.
They were all right last year. They made it.
And C, no mention of Kawhi and the Raptors.
Yeah.
No mention.
It's true. I did know.
Do you find that weird?
Yeah, I do.
All the things going on in the East. LeBron, I'm going to guess, is connected.
But it's not official yet, Sid.
It's not going to be official. Ever.
He knows they're not a contender if Brandon Ingram's still on this team.
But like it's the Eastern Conference, right?
It does seem that way.
Like, I know everyone's still Golden State. Rich Paul did another podcast.
Oh, he's doing too many. Stop it, Rich.
Like, where he's like, the Golden State would have a lot of national games on the
60.
schedule.
He suggested
and-
60.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
By the way,
it's
just to follow up on the Golden State thing, did you see the Draymond thing? I think it was on Twitch or something, and they asked him about that rookie making a pitch to LeBron, and his reaction was, it's pointless. That's what Draymond said. And then he went on to, because there's beef now with him and the rookie. It's dumb.
yeah, sorry, the Michigan rookie Yaxel?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
When somebody on Twitch asked him about it, what's the pitch for LeBron? And he kind of followed up with it and said, it's pointless.
So
I don't
maybe-
know how he takes that.
So-
Like, it's pointless, it's done, or it's pointless, he's not coming here.
I don't think he's dude.
I don't. I think it's
It sounds like this guy is going to the East. If he when's the last time the Sixers won an NBA title?
Let me ask you this about LeBron. Yeah, he talked about playing for a bunch more years. You think that's possible, or this is like with this contract he signs is like goodbye?
1983 is the last time the Sixers won a title, by the way.
Okay.
No, I think he, what was the quote? He could average 10 points a game
For the next
t-
3-4 years or
till
something?
year 65
Yeah,
for him.
something like that. Yeah.
No, I think it's multiple years.
Me too. Which kind of almost takes Because the other part that people were mentioning that he was taking suggestions from fans on where to go yesterday. And he referenced the Sixers. The one team he didn't reference was the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
When fans were yelling out teams. And obviously somebody would have yelled out Cavs, but he left that alone. So people were trying to take that.
There was also that thing floating, by the way, Kay Wilson in the chat. Odd takes in here right now. Both beer and wine equally taste like ass.
You're not drinking the right wine.
Beer doesn't taste bad at all. I'm a beer guy.
Wine. Get the right wine.
No, let's get a tub of a glass, put it in front of us,
aerate,
pour
dude.
2 ounces in there.
I'm going to teach you.
Get out of here.
Because if you don't like it, you get another one.
Pretentious idiot.
But like, if it's not his final contract, I don't know if it's Cleveland then. Because I was with you leaning towards Cleveland, or I think at some point you were.
Philly would be a groundbreaking championship maneuver.
Yeah.
And if Jaylen Brown's on the team, now that's 2 strong personalities on that team with Tyrese Maxey.
But you go to a team where you can't, like, Embiid is, there's no way he's lasting throughout the playoffs. Like, he won't.
But the beauty, if you're Philly and LeBron says yes to Philly, Embiid can have the Kawhi schedule.
Yeah. No, but in the playoffs, can he last 4 rounds?
I don't know, but in the regular season, it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
That team's going to have like VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid, and LeBron. Oh my God. They're going to walk to the first seed. Unless I'm missing something.
No,
that team is walking to the first seed in the East. This is going to be a layup of a regular season. It's going to be like a vacation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. And Philly, it's been a while for that franchise.
Yeah.
LeBron can take a lot of the credit.
They're starving
Like,
for a run or
I don't
a
know.
championship.
And did you see this weird thing where I didn't even pull it because I thought it was weird. LeBron's kids have been enrolled in schools in Philly.
No, I missed that. I totally missed
I didn't believe it completely, but yet I'm talking about it on air, so I'm complicit. But Ray Bay in the chat, Azzo does look like a Michelob Ultra guy.
Yeah.
It's true.
I do like Michelob Ultra. Shout out the team over there.
Yep. Great team.
Yeah, I don't know. See, and do you have a place you think he fits best? Again, I think it would be in the West.
I think it's Philadelphia.
Yeah?
There's a part of me that thinks Philadelphia because Embiid is such an important part of them. It's like, I don't know if LeBron could do that for a full season, and I know Embiid can't do that for a full season, and I know Jaylen Brown's a robot, and he can. Maxey's a kid. He can. Edgecombe, we haven't even seen how good VJ Edgecombe's going to be.
You're right.
Like, there's so many good things happening in Philly. The worst part, Nick Nurse.
Yeah, it's true.
But, well, listen, Nick Nurse has dealt with egos. The one thing Nick always did, which we saw in 2018-19, because it's not like Kyle was on board the whole Kawhi thing the whole time.
You're right.
For those of you who don't know that, you should know that. And it's not like Kawhi was always a smooth fit on his side either, because you got to get to know Kawhi. It's not always simple. Why is he getting this kind of treatment? Why do I got to play every game? Why be like? It's like that. So Nick Nurse can handle egos. I think he could. I think his resume says he might be able to handle this.
Should be, but is that too many? And especially
if Joel Embiid is your third best player, in theory, behind Jaylen Brown and LeBron, which may be the case, that's a pretty good damn team. Fourth best, I think Tyrese Maxey might be a better player than Joel Embiid right now.
Maybe even more than LeBron.
Maybe more than LeBron. Maxey's a killer,
he gets involved.
Killer.
It's true. It's true.
I don't know. But I do find it interesting LeBron in that did not mention in all the exciting things happening in the East, no Raptors.
Maybe because he knows he can't touch it. League standards. Don't talk about Toronto.
He didn't mention aspiration in that speech, Didn't mention aspiration.
Make a joke?
No.
Have you seen this going around too? That's Chris Betty trying out. LeBron holding up the schedule. Because wherever he goes, they're going to have to play on Christmas Day. They're going to have to do stuff. But
guys,
the schedule has to be done.
I saw Rich Paul put that out there in the last 24 hours with Max Kellerman.
Yeah.
Guys, do you know when last year's schedule was announced by the NBA? August. He's not holding up anything. Maybe he's holding up like the prime date announcement.
Yes.
But the full schedule doesn't come out until August. So everyone relax. Relax.
That's only a couple weeks away. What are you talking about? Oh, you got like a month.
Like middle of August.
But he's definitely waiting until the World Cup's over to make this announcement.
Yes,
right?
of course.
So like all spotlight can be on him. Like that's becoming more and more.
Because LeBron in relation to the World Cup is not even close.
Yeah.
Like it's not even close.
But he doesn't want it to disappear in the news cycle.
Correct. Did you hear Shams with McAfee yesterday?
No, you pointed this out though.
So earlier this week in Vegas, Adam Silver of the NBA, commissioner of the NBA, made it very clear He did not shut down the Kawhi trade to the Raptors. The Raptors paused it. The Raptors, in their statement, said they were given information by the league and they decided to pause it. The Raptors said it themselves, and then Adam Silver confirmed it in a press conference. The league didn't shut down anything. They just said to the Raptors, while this ongoing investigation into cap circumvention is going on with Aspiration and now another company, they said, watch it, because he may get suspended or worse. But Shams went on with Pat McAfee yesterday and basically said, no, the league on the trade call last Monday told them we can't do this right now, guys. Like, it was a different version of the story. This was Shams yesterday on McAfee.
Two teams negotiated for a period of about 2.5 weeks in June on a deal. Both sides didn't really have any type of restriction. No team, neither of the team was really reached out to by the NBA during that initial negotiation period, from my understanding. And now there was a deal that was completed on June 30th, agreed to in principle, and the sides went to do a trade call on July 6th. That's the first day after the NBA moratorium is lifted, where you can discuss or have a trade call to complete a deal. Well, they go to do the trade call, and the league says, hold on. Can't go through with this until basically the investigation is complete, because if you do, the Raptors would assume all the risk of any potential discipline that comes from this. That's not saying that Kawhi Leonard will be disciplined, but that's basically a pre-warning that if you do go through with it, and if in a month or 2 months from now, Kawhi Leonard is given a 30-game suspension or is voided of his contract or anything, the Raptors are going to have to deal with the consequences. Well, listen, the Raptors are obviously like, well, listen, if that's the case, we're not really comfortable moving forward with this. So the deal gets paused. And now Adam Silver made some comments that, they're hoping to have some kind of a resolution this summer. And my understanding is we're still weeks out from an update on a resolution.
Who's doing this? Downtown Los Angeles court system? Who's doing the investigation?
Lipton law firm. The law firm Wachtell Lipton.
11-month investigation. Are they the feds?
Kinda.
Well,
I don't understand how people still don't get that.
Well, they're not the feds.
No,
like they're a private law firm. But to McAfee's point, with the hilarious LA court system joke, the language on this is starting to change in the reporting, which is interesting. Were the Raptors told not to make the trade or suggested not to make the trade? But
then after he said warning. Like, it just seemed like they didn't want to accept the responsibility, so then the league said, we can't do it.
Yeah, the language, I guess what I'm saying
You're right. The first time he said it.
The language on the front of that clip from Shams was like, the league said, whoa, we can't do it. That's significant.
But we can't do it if you're not willing to accept the responsibility, or what? Yeah, you're right. He said the way he said it.
That's all I'm saying. The language, I think what's happening here, the Raptors and the Clippers are trying to fight back PR-wise. Because they're getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Obviously. And it's not going to get any better the longer this goes. Yeah. It's not.
But then I think when Shams circled back around, he used the word warning, and then he said Raptors accepting responsibility. So I think he kind of talked them as, like, I get what you're saying, and you're right about the beginning, but it sounded like if you're not willing to accept responsibility, we can't put it through.
Zahal in the chat. Weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, weeks.
No, and what I meant about the investigation, like, who knows how long an investigation takes? Because you can't predetermine what you're going to uncover.
But the part of that from Shams, and you're hearing it from Windhorst and everybody, they're like, well, it could be a few things with Kawhi. It could be like a 20, 30-game suspension or his contract voided. It's not close.
I know. Why is it one or the other?
People are acting like it's the same thing. One is a disaster. Why are you comparing a 20-game suspension or a 30-game suspension to the voiding of a $50 million contract?
And why is the suspension always only 20, 25 games, 30, maybe half a season? Couldn't they suspend him for the whole? Again, it's the last year of the contract. Instead of voiding it, why wouldn't you just suspend the year?
Gala in the chat.
I don't get that.
Bobby Webster knew what he was doing the whole time. MLSE brass knew it was a win-win.
In what sense? To put it on hold?
Guys, if the trade doesn't go through, there's no win-win. Like, just so we're clear.
And if the trade goes through and he's suspended for even half a year, that's a win?
Well, the half a year as a win, I'll hear that.
I'm okay with that.
I'll hear that.
But you can't tell me you could have maybe negotiated a bit down. Like, especially the swap pick this year doesn't make sense.
Well, that's the other part of this. If he is suspended for a half a year, to give up 5 draft picks and 3 first rounders,
100%.
That's a lot. Like, still, Bobby can go, ha, got my guy. That's quite the price for a suspended player.
Who you're about to give another contract to, too.
Like, you had the Clippers by the you-know-whats.
Yes.
So why was it that much? Plus Ingram, plus Grady. Well, no one cares about Grady Dick. Nobody cares.
Gillette.
His game face always takes days off. His game face never takes days off.
Can't take days off if you don't play in games, huh?
Freudian slip.
You can't take days off if you don't get in games. Anyway.
So that's, anyway, the phrasing on that from Shams I thought was worth playing.
And how is it a win-win when you're going to go into training camp with this still up in the air?
I mean, it depends on when it ends. Well,
like
based on what we're hearing, Kawhi's already working out with the Raptors illegally.
Apparently. Somebody threw that out there, yeah. In their facilities? Sure. But even Shams said weeks.
So thank you for that segue into the investigation. Because everyone's waiting on this. You're waiting on it. We're waiting on it. The Raptors are waiting on it. Clippers are waiting on it. So yesterday, the latest Pablo Torre podcast dropped. Pablo Torre is the one who broke this entire cap circumvention Kawhi Leonard story last September with brilliant reporting. So Pablo Torre did a podcast this week about how do these investigations with the law firm work when you're paying them. And he had on as a guest DeMaurice Smith. DeMaurice Smith used to be the head of the NFLPA. He was executive director of the NFL Players Association. He also was a trial lawyer in Washington. He worked for the Justice Department. And he also worked for one of these boutique law firms that specifically work with like Fortune 500 companies in investigations like the one that's going on right now with Adam Silver and Wachtell Lipton about Kawhi and the Clippers. So Pablo, I'm going to play this part of the pod. It was excellent, as usual with Pablo Torre. It was excellent. And there's a part where Pablo Torre basically asks DeMaurice Smith in his history with these types of investigations. Like, when you hear independent investigation, how independent is it? Because the NBA is paying this law firm, Wachtell Lipton. They're paying them. And how much does the NBA know as this goes along? This was interesting. Run it as.
That when fans and sometimes people in the media hear the word independent, they have this connotation that there's going to be some truth teller who is then going to tell the truth. Well, you're going to have people who are interested in the truth, but that independent investigation, let's put it this way, is still, for the most part, if it's privileged, under the lock and key of the general counsel, the CEO, and the other people in the organization.
My understanding of how often Wachtell is in communication with the NBA's general counsel, with its internal legal counsel, those lawyers that work for the league itself. My understanding is that it is constant. It is every day. And I don't know if that feels extreme to you or if that jives with your experience.
That would actually jive with my experience. Investigations are living, breathing organisms, right? I mean, you are constantly trying to follow evidence trails and following up on people. You schedule interviews, they don't happen. You go deal with somebody else. You hear something from that, you reschedule the one you have. So the idea that there would be ongoing conversations isn't abnormal. Sometimes clients don't want you to write a lot down, and they would prefer oral updates. Just making an observation. So the first thing that every fan should do when they hear the word independent is stop thinking that it's independent.
That was good.
Very.
Jack in the chat. Pablo Torre is a steely-eyed missile man. Nice Apollo 13 reference. I like that. So based on that conversation with a guy who's worked for the federal government at the Justice Department, for law firms like the one the NBA has hired to investigate Kawhi and the Clippers, And for a guy who's been running a union, like DeMaurice Smith at some point was doing for the NFLPA. What I find amazing is that any notion that Adam Silver was trying to keep this whole thing within arm's length is not true. Adam Silver, when he told the Raptors on July the 6th, last Monday, hold on, Adam Silver knows everything that's going on. Everything. Mm-hmm. I was under the impression that might not be true because you want to keep it separate.
You thought they just presented all
this
at
is
the
a
end.
delicate thing with not Donald Sterling, Steve Ballmer. Very delicate thing. So I was always under the impression Adam Silver was just like, okay, well, it's a law firm. I don't know what's going on. That last clip would lead me to believe maybe it's very, very different. Very different. Does that change your thought process on this at all?
A little bit. Yeah, I thought they would do the investigation, then just present the findings at the end. But this, and the fact that it's taking this long, they would have to update them in some capacity. Right?
There might not be any presenting of anything.
He's involved. Well, they're paying them, right? To your point.
No, but it's not like it's some. It's not like someone in the U.S. government is having congressional hearings on 9/11. You know what I mean? Like, there's not going to be some huge book at the end of it with suggestions and findings. They might put some out. I think considering the story and how many teams are involved, they're going to have to put something out.
Yeah.
But they don't have to. They don't have to at all.
So that's where the independent comes in.
Yes.
It's just for them.
The other thing, we didn't have the time for it, but like DeMaurice Smith was excellent in trying to explain to you how the NBA union is both going to try and protect Kawhi in this, but also try and bury him. Because the NBA, like the collective bargaining agreement and the salary cap, that is, like the NBA union holds that in high regard as well. Like that's the basis of the whole thing. If they don't have that control over the spending, like that is a violation of the NBA's charter, the players union as well. So like they got to do this thing where they suck and blow at the same time.
Of course.
Protect Kawhi, but also be really mad at the Clippers. Like it's a weird dance.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It makes sense. Somebody's got to, they can't have this. You got to make an example of somebody somehow.
100%.
Because you can't let this happen.
100%. It's an 11-month investigation, man.
Right. Well, and then like you would expect them to get updates or be in on some of the loop if it's taking that long.
For sure.
But I don't think there has to be a timeline on it because the more you uncover, you have to talk to these people. To your other point, the aspiration people, they weren't forced to talk to them, but some of them just talked.
It's true.
Like you reach out to people, got to wait for them to get back. Like
if you work, the other thing that podcast had in it, which I didn't realize, and for these investigations, if you work for the NBA, you have to talk to them.
Right.
If you don't work for them, good luck, because they don't have subpoena power. But a lot of people are talking to them from aspiration, which is interesting. Very interesting.
And to your point, like that's why now they're even looking at the Gary Trent. They're going to have to, they want to make examples of this so it doesn't happen. Get ahead of it now.
For sure.
Right? By the way, I was wrong yesterday. It wasn't Gary Trent who did those hits on the Raptor shows. It was Garrett Templeton. My bad.
Garrett Temple.
Temple, sorry. Temple, sorry.
Temple's a respected guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 3 hockey clips. I want to run these.
Okay.
So let's rapid fire through them.
All right.
They're kind of random, but next week they'll be super, super outdated. And I'm sure there'll be other stuff. George McPhee, the president of the Vegas Golden Knights, was on the Cam and Strick podcast with Cam Jansen and Andy Strickland out of St. Louis. And they brought up the John Tortorella not going to the press conference after eliminating the Anaheim Ducks and then getting fined $100,000 and having a second rounder stripped from the Vegas Golden Knights this year. Tortorella is no longer the coach of the team. He is not working right now. George McPhee still is not happy that happened. And my distaste for John Tortorella is such where I want to play this for you. Here it is.
We were wrong, and on a couple of matters there, and Torts was wrong in not doing it, and he deserved a fine, and we deserved something. I thought the second round pick was too high, and we've appealed it, and we've had our conversations since. But that's the decision that was made, and it shouldn't have happened. You know, we just won a series. Everybody's happy, and Torts decided to blow off the press conference, and unfortunately, Kelly and I didn't know about it until, Kelly was on the bus and we were on the way back to the hotel when he heard about it. And then I heard about it the next morning on TV. So, anyway, that shouldn't have happened. And we paid a price for it.
The Smurf for the chat. Pretty sure that's why Torts is not back in Vegas. I agree. Sometimes you're just not as smart as you think you are. I love that story.
So were they waiting on the
love
bus?
it.
Mitch Marner said they were in a rush to go get. He said we were waiting on the bus. We were just chilling.
That's as scared as I've ever seen Marner in my life at a podium. Was when he knew that Tortorella was waiting for him to get. He was raced through that availability. I love that quote.
But McPhee said him and Kelly were just waiting, and they were cool, chilling.
They were on the bus too. Yeah, they had no idea.
Crazy.
So unnecessary and stupid.
Right?
Good for John Tortorella. Love
After
it.
winning
love
a
it.
series.
Love it.
I love how he threw that in too. We
Love
had
it.
just won the series.
And the ass kissing that went on after. Love it. Okay, so that's clip number 1. Clip number 2. Spit and Chicklets.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Yandel brought up Cutter Gauthier of the Ducks. So Leo Carlson is going to make $18 million on the cap per year for the next 5 years.
Thanks, Philadelphia.
He's never scored 30 goals in a season. Cutter Gauthier of the Anaheim Ducks, who has flexed his muscle once before as a professional, scored 41 goals last season. He's an RFA. Boy, there is speculation that the Ducks are going to be backed into a corner here by Cutter Gauthier and his people. This is what Yandel brought up on Chicklets.
Was fed a little tidbit that Cutter Gauthier will not be taking $1 less than what Leo Carlson.
Oh, here's my shocker face.
I told you the line I heard, see you boys in January, as he left. I wasn't kidding. I didn't know if the person was fucking you, based on what you're hearing. And Cutter Gauthier, at this point,
Philly should offer sheet him.
He can't get offer sheeted.
Until next summer, right?
Until next summer. Carlson didn't take a deal, and I don't think he should get 18, but actually he did have over 40, so maybe he should. But at least now he's like, give me 16 and a half.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem for Pat Verbeek.
Oh, yeah.
Pat Verbeek got cute. Should have taken care of his business.
Yep.
He didn't. We're here. Marty in the chat. Cutter Gauthier is a little puke. I mean, he might be a little puke, but he's about to get paid. All right, so the Ducks window seems to have lasted 3 months. Congratulations to them on being a contender, because now they don't have any money to spend. Brilliant. What a move. Finally, biggest hockey news of the week, Steve Yzerman. He didn't step down from anything. He was let go as GM of the Detroit Red Wings. The team massaged it as best they could, because he's a legend. But Steve Yzerman's no longer calling the shots. He's now an advisor to the Ilitch family. We have a clip here from 97.1 Sports Radio in Detroit. And someone called in and had a theory as to why Yzerman was no longer there. I just want to be clear with this. This is an outrageous allegation, and there's no way it's true. But the reaction of the hosts here is one of the funniest things I've heard in a while. Someone calls into this Detroit sports radio station and has a theory as to why Yzerman is no longer the GM.
Is next on 97.1. Hello, Tim.
There was a clip a few years back on TNT where they were interviewing Yzerman in between periods, and he basically said, without saying, he smokes a nice one, every once in a while to relax. Do you think maybe he was on Devil's Lettuce a little too much? He was a little too passive, perhaps.
What? What, think that they're high?
You think that was a factor?
No.
What? Do we think that Steve Yzerman struggled because he's a pothead? Is that what you just asked us? No. No, I don't. And did he admit that? I feel like if he admitted that, are you on the Devil's Lettuce? Are you the pothead? What?
All right. Well, there's that.
No.
It takes a lot to shock sports hosts.
Sports radio is the best.
Once in a blue moon, though. The ironic thing is that guy who called in was probably high as a kite.
Oh, definitely. I see what you did there, too. Brought it full circle. Smoking all the way back from the beginning.
Oh, I didn't even...
Yeah, I know you meant to. Come on.
I didn't even think of that. But, how much time do you have in your day that's free where you can sit at home and go, I think I know why Dylan Larkin wasn't traded.
He likes the smoke.
I think there's a little puff. Man, that made me laugh.
We know who he wasn't passing it to, though.
No, it's true. It's true. Completely unfounded allegation. It's ridiculous.
Obviously.
But
Which is what makes
the
it
host's reaction
amazing.
Made my day. Okay, we went a little late, but I wanted to get all that sound in because it made me laugh.
Shorter shows a couple days this week. So
that's true.
Do.
Again,
I won't even be mad at it today, okay?
We're going, oh, good.
Okay,
Nice
take
to have
it
your
easy,
permission.
okay?
We're going to go 2 hours Monday, and then we're going to start to cut it down a little bit, enter summer hours, but we're here every day. And if all hell breaks loose, or whenever we find out about this Kawhi thing, we're on for our usual stretch. Anything else, Azzo? You got?
Nah, hit like and subscribe, please. People.
All right. On behalf of Jeff Assaparty and everyone here at Sick Media, I'm Sid. You've been watching and listening to the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media. Our apologies. We want to get to Anthony Santander, but we ran out of time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's see what Monday brings. Take care. Enjoy the World Cup final. We'll talk soon.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sid Seixeiro Show on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever you get your podcasts.